Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast. Episode 148. Damn, 48.
Forgot. I told you, bro. He
Been a
forgot in
minute.
his job.
I don't know how to do this.
job, man.
Forgot how to do his job.
It's Northern Baghdadi.
It's Chief Osoji in the building, baby.
It's Carlos.
What the heck?
What? No
She
energy?
like-
No
bro,
energy?
yeah, over 148 episodes. This is when Marwa's constant joke.
Like, it's still not funny. It's still not
listening.
I was
funny.
gonna take the whole intro from the start. All right, redo. Let's go.
What, redo the whole intro?
It's your girl, Maweezy.
There we go.
It's the Prince. What's up? What's good?
What's happening? And today we are joined by, what do we want to say?
ops, bro.
Some extra.
We're joined by the ops.
Our enemies.
Yeah, the
apparently.
enemies.
Be
yeah.
nice.
Also
Let's
Melbourne
be nice.
creators.
Yes,
they're doing
sir.
all right job.
They're doing
what
all
they
right,
do. We like them as people, but
Nah, man.
if
we
it's
got-
beef, it's beef.
If it's beef, huh? If it's beef, it's beef. But y'all
Nah.
already seen in the heading, man. We are joined
Yeah.
by the Talking Trophies.
Talking
crew.
Trophies.
Let's go.
Thanks for
We
having us.
got still
for
missing
having
some of the
us.
man them though.
Yeah, David's doing the travel down to the southeast.
It's not that far.
I think he had to do a
Bro,
couple pit
it's
stops
been-
on the way here.
It's been a long time, I'm telling you.
Oh man, how y'all doing anyways, man?
We're good, man. Thanks for having us.
I love
Thanks
how
for
I acted like we
coming.
weren't talking for an hour before.
Yeah,
this.
legit.
Now, it always happens.
It's
every
like
time.
that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is this running beef? Because I actually don't know what the beef is about or how it started. Why are we beefing with them?
I think you are running from us.
Please.
You know what it is? I think it's just the testosterones, conflicted.
Yeah. I explained it, now you have to explain.
Each gang has 3 guys. Each one has a bald-headed individual.
Shout out my boy, No Ball Gang.
Ball gang, right? Yeah, all right, so hey, run us back. How did our beef? Because we didn't know it was serious.
Yeah.
Until it's serious.
Yeah.
Now it's serious.
It's always
yeah.
serious. It's always
Yeah,
serious.
no, it's always serious.
I didn't
How
know
did
it was that
it
serious.
start? No, it's serious, bro.
Yeah, until someone said, hey, bro, the wedding on you guys. I said, whoa, what do you mean? I don't
right.
understand after you tell us that.
Nah,
We were
I
telling.
don't actually know how it started, but for some reason during the Ego Expo, we just called you out. We said, oh, no, you said something about you are the best podcast.
Yeah, it was
We
me.
said something.
It was me. It was actually me just talking
It
crap.
was no, for sure. It was definitely no.
I ran my mouth.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, "Fam, put your money where your mouth is, man." And I think I tagged you in something. didn't I? Like,
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
story?
I think that's what
I'm
it
like,
was.
let's do it, for fun, have a bit of fun between us,
Yeah.
And then Weibo was it with you at the Ego Expo, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be a basketball competition, huh?
We set up a time. They actually set it up for us. They said, oh, you come through. And we were waiting there on the court, but no one rocked
Jeez.
up.
Nah, we were there,
What
trust.
happened, lads?
It was at 2:45. I know this.
See, we're so good. We only play if we get paid.
This
Okay. So we're putting prize money up now.
now again with the running the mouth. That's what it's caused to get
We
now.
put money, we're putting the money on the table if he's well, we can play again.
But you
man.
reckon you
Hey.
guys will actually beat us?
Light work.
Easy, easy.
I think they've got it.
Yeah, I think they might. Yeah.
Because you play center.
Where'd the confidence
yeah.
go? What happened?
Yeah, because what happened? Yeah.
I was vibing with y'all. Remember, I was doing the content with y'all. I was doing the recordings, this, that. And then it got serious. I was like, oh, snap, this is real, bro. I don't really play ball like that. This is bad.
Daniel's just 6'6" for looks.
Fam, just for the
He's got the
vibes.
height. He's got the height.
I'm just here for vibes, bro. Not for the actual
Nah,
game.
try, just get all the rebounds.
But
bro.
nah, we
good.
should set something up there.
100%.
Like, even just for the vibes.
For the
like,
fun. For the
content-wise
content,
even.
yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Good
100%.
stuff, man. You guys even inspired me to get the Rode mics.
Oh,
The wireless
clip-on
joints. Yeah,
ones?
the
Yeah.
clip. Amazing microphone, fam.
Yeah, Weibo's got those.
What did I get them for?
I don't
even
know.
what I got them
Bro.
for.
But they're tough.
They're clutch.
That's what I'm liking though, man. Because you guys are doing all sorts of different content right now, man. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was one thing,
Nah, it's a
and then it
platform.
becomes
Yeah.
something else.
It's a platform. That's what it is. From the get go, it was always a platform. That's what
Yeah.
it was. We just wanted something to do, on weekends, kick it with my cousins, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we wanted to diversify a bit. Modern day, we didn't want to get cancelled, so we got Weibo. It's from half
Let's
the
say we
world.
don't want to cancel.
It's from half the world. If we have Weibo, we diversify.
So we're good.
And yeah, man, it's just a vibe. You spend the time with family, close friends, and just
Dude said I don't want to get cancelled, but still proceeds
I
to
know,
go
yeah.
have some spicy conversations on the platform.
You see,
bro.
we tried to do that.
What?
Like the whole entertainment, all that kind of side of
Like
things.
do other stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, bro.
Hey,
It's hard,
the
bro.
cook-off ones you did. I reckon we should do one with you guys.
That'd be nice.
Ooh.
We need to run that back.
Like
It's
we
just-
gotta do. We can do
yeah.
something where we're versing each other. Even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Hey, you
tough.
guys just want to smoke,
We
yeah?
just want to smoke, man.
It's always versing each other. It's
Yeah.
just not participate.
Yeah.
Some friendly competition never hurt.
Nah, it's good though, man. That's what I'm liking. Like the space is bubbling, man. People are doing all sorts
There's
of
a
different
lot,
things,
yeah.
man. Like and taking it serious as well. Like
Yeah.
I feel like But shout out to anyone that has, that tried and started things. But we've weeded out a lot of people that weren't really serious about stuff. You know,
There's
what I mean?
like 4 consistent people right now, or groups.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
4.
bro, someone is the 5th, and they're very mad
they're
right
hurt.
now.
They're hurt. Here's what it is. I'll let
There's
them
a 5th
know.
person that's pissed off right now, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people that like were doing stuff as well, just trying it out because it seems fun or whatever. But it's like it's work, bro. Stuff is
Yeah.
A lot of hours goes
It's
into
not easy because we brought one of our boys, shout out Luca. We brought him to do word on the street.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys see how the end comes out. It's a 7-minute clip. You guys see and it's a laugh. But like we're on Chapel Street for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and we're running into people. We almost had a fight with some guy. So we was gonna have a fight with some guy from like, where was he from? He was from England, and he got kicked out of like Rebs and stuff. And he was gonna have a fight. He was having a fight with the security guard, and then we're like, let's get a post kick out interview. Because he got kicked out of Rebs. We're like, let's interview.
That one
him.
I'm dirty because Sean turned the camera off. So
Yeah.
we
You
lost
missed
all the
it?
footage for that.
Nah, because what happened was the guy's like, oh, why don't I smack the mic across your head? And then Suibo, and obviously Sean turned off the camera. He's like, listen, he's like,
It's time
and
to
then
go, it's go time.
It's go time. But the guy looks up and he sees 7 guys there looking at him,
Got scared.
and he's like, that's what the security guard said. He like,
Yeah.
But man, it's pretty hectic. But it's like it's work. It's not easy
Yeah.
to be a content creator.
Plus,
but,
the street stuff like that actually requires a different,
energy.
like a
Energy
type of
about it,
confidence
yeah.
as well. Because it's actually not hard to do like the crowd interaction stuff. Like even like we've tried with people lining up outside concerts. And it's like you actually got to psych yourself up before you talk to someone as
Bro,
well.
Mal was killing me at the Rigger concert.
Why?
I don't know why you're acting shy all of a sudden, bro.
No, it's because no. Listen,
I'm like, cuz, bombard them. Go to them. Just talk.
but not
Like, you don't even
a
say,
lot of
hey,
people
can I
don't
chat
even
to you?
like that though, and we were in a small
That's what I'm
space
saying.
as well.
It's as soon as you say, hey, can I ask you a question? Nah, bro. How's your night going? Immediately, just get in their face, man, and start it. But I
Nah,
was
you gotta
like,
respect
bruh,
people's
this
space
is
too.
killing me.
Everyone was coming for vibes. I didn't want to ruin their vibe.
You add to the vibe, you know what I mean? You just-
There's levels to it.
I get it. I get
Because
it.
Yeah,
in that
it was too
situation,
much.
in a concert, it's like I need to line up so I can go in.
Yeah, exactly. They were in a rush as well.
Right? And then whereas the street situation is more of like,
They're lingering.
oh, we're gonna, we're looking for a place to eat.
Yeah.
But also,
Kind of
it
vibe.
helps, like especially Chapel Street at night. It's like 95% of the population there is lit.
Exactly.
So it's like
exactly.
they're just there to have fun, regardless. See a camera, I'm gonna act out crazy. Like
They
that's
love
pretty
it.
dope.
They love
That's
it.
pretty
And
dope.
even like the thing is, I realize, especially white people, they love the cameras.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they see camera, they just start running to it. They just want to be on camera for some reason.
But
I don't know what it is. Like ethnics are more like. So what happened was, I'll say a story because we blurred the guy's face out, didn't we?
I took it out.
So, so what happened was, we're outside, the Poof Doof. It's on Chapel Street.
Yeah.
It's a friendly environment. It's a friendly club, and there was
Bro,
a
just
guy.
say it's a
there.
gay club.
It's a gay club. I don't even know how to say it, cuz.
You literally just called it the poof doof.
You know what it's called?
Look, I don't even know if we're allowed to say that.
No, but
word.
that's the name of the
That's the actual
thing.
name
I
of the
know,
place.
yeah,
call
but
Okay, like it just feels weird saying it.
But yeah, you get going.
So the guy was standing, like remember that guy that took the mic off and he started rapping
Yeah.
like the monster verse and
Killed
stuff? There was a guy in the back, we blurred his face out and he kept doing this, like he'd like put like his face, hide his face from the camera, and then he goes, because he hasn't come out to his family yet.
Oh damn.
I'm not thinking. And then we're like, oh, don't worry, we'll blur your face out.
Yeah, man.
But like, there's a lot of stuff you see like that. Ethnics hate being on camera. I
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
I think they're weird.
But
I feel like they think it's a police interrogation.
No, see, no, but because I was gonna say that when you said white people love it, it's like it's true because I feel like with ethnics, even if you're lit or whatever, it's like you got to think like, bro, this is gonna live on the internet. What if my
Exactly.
cousins see this?
Exactly.
What if then my aunt's gonna hear about it? Then my aunt's gonna call my mom, and then
Right.
You're more cautious of what you're gonna
Yeah.
say.
Man,
White
white people
people
are
are
sending it to their
Yeah.
family. Bro.
yeah.
look at this. These are my nipple piercings.
How are you? Smash.
They from that.
Nah, the content's nice, man. The content's nice.
It's a laugh, man. It's jokes.
What do you guys find? Because this happened to us recently. Like one clip is just doing nice right now and just keeps on going and it's bringing in people, yeah. But I'm getting a bit annoyed that one clip is doing this now because I'm like, I want our content to not
Overall,
Like, I
yeah.
want it to. I want people that if they come, they've seen a nicer picture
Yeah.
of what we offer. So then that's why they're like, I bet. Let me follow this. Let me subscribe to this or whatever. But what that one stupid Aussie clip is still bringing in people to this day, and people are still commenting whatever, right? And I'm like, do you guys find when you have those kind of moments? Because I mean, you've been doing the TikTok for a bit now, right? Like when you have those moments where something pops off, is it annoying or you're enjoying the vibe and interaction that it brings sometimes?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even like look at because I manage most of the social media.
Yeah.
I don't look at notifications. Like literally, I just press it to get rid of the notifications. And that's
Bro,
it.
I've been swiping for time. I just keep
No,
getting
like
rid of
when
it.
the videos are jumping, I'll jump on like cause I go on like the social media apps like every couple of hours, like 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
And then I'll just get rid of the notifications and that's it. Or if I see a comment, I'll comment. That's it. Like I don't really deep it like that, you know. It's not.
I'm just like, bro, I can't. Like, I need people to see what is really going on and not just think this is
Just
it.
like
It's
that
because-
one.
yeah, see the whole picture. Of
It's
it all,
because
man.
that video is bringing a specific type of people who
It's
probably
one
won't
demographic.
enjoy the rest of
Yeah.
the content. So you're like, you're only becoming because you're coming because of this, but you're not going to stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they're just flooding everything. But
all the
it's actually
Darrens and
nice.
Karens.
So
we're
soon-
glad you're here. Stick around for the rest of the show.
Yeah,
bro.
happy to stick around. Otherwise, we're gonna lose like 500 followers. Like, legit.
Oh man,
That one video, like 500 followers, like just like that.
it's weird though,
It's
right?
climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! Another follower.
Look at this guy. Go ahead.
Hey, tell us a bit about your podcast. Though. When did you guys start and how
Let's
did you
hear
guys
about
start
this, bro.
it?
Congrats on 2 years as
Yeah,
well.
congratulations.
Well done,
Cheers.
man.
Well
Damn,
done.
guys.
For sure.
What the rest of the
Hey, dude, I don't see you clapping.
Why you
Dude.
angry?
Where's the clap?
Ops, yeah, ops.
Yeah, I don't
It's a
know. Congratulations. That's it.
This
There's only
guy.
room for one bowl, guys.
Yeah. One bold pot over.
Bold man beef.
Yeah, what going with the pod, man? How's that been?
Yeah, man. We got to 2 years, that you know. We started it like 2 years ago. I thought of an idea. I'm like, you know what? I just want to do something on weekends, something new. And then I just thought at the start we were gonna interview like strictly athletes, but then I realized I'm like, there's not many athletes in Australia or Melbourne, you know. And even the athletes here, like footy players and stuff, they're not gonna look at. They see a couple brothers messaging them like, who's this bloke? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So we just made it a platform. We just interview people just on the weekends. We get to know people. And like, well, after 2 years, like look how many people we got to interview over the years, you know. We did 3 seasons.
Yeah.
This is the third season.
Third season.
Yeah.
We're like 20 episodes in.
Are the seasons, are they meant to have the same amount of eps or you'll just go with the vibes?
Nah, this season we're just on like some brass out level.
'Cause
We're
this
just like,
season's been
we're
going
just
for a
like, you know
minute,
what? It's like 20 episodes in. We're like, you know what? Let's keep going. But we're gonna stop it soon. Like because we do other segments. Yeah. We're gonna start it. I haven't told these guys yet, but
Internal conflict. We're up. We're up.
I was lucky we don't
Dissension.
we haven't planned nothing. We just go with
Go with
we're
the
having
flow,
fun.
yeah.
We're doing this.
yeah.
So I didn't even know when the season's stopping, when it's gonna
Yeah.
start again.
Because we got like other segments we do. We got like a segment it's called Air Raid. That's where we get like literally we get our boys, we get like random people, and we just give
That's
them
the beef
topics to
segment,
talk.
bro.
you
That's
know.
the one that gets you all in trouble, fam.
That it always does get us in trouble, but it's people love that, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people it got us through lockdown. We were dropping like 3 episodes a week.
That's
At one
wild,
point.
man.
That's crazy.
That was
Like,
the Zoom ones, yeah?
Yeah, like just 3 episodes, we just dropping it, and people were like loving it. They're like, "Yo, we got us through lockdown."
Yeah.
And we're like, you know what, we've got to bring it back. But this time we want to do it in person, so it's a bit
dope.
more like conflicting, and everyone's going all in.
Yes.
But yeah, like the purpose of the platform is just to like have a laugh, you know. It's just something like, you know, the break from the week, you know, like we're just doing something fun, and like we're not out here like, hey, let's look at like what other people are doing, what other content creators. We're like, you know, we think of an idea, we see something we like, we're like, let's go give it a go.
Yeah.
You know, it's
That's
a
what's
laugh,
up, man. That's
and we
what's
get to meet people. Like we met you guys, you know, we met other podcasts as well.
Yeah. That's the dopest part. I think the
Yeah,
meeting people
the
part has been
meeting.
the best.
And like connecting with people, and it's like turns into
crazy.
actual friendships and everything.
Bro.
Like
Yeah.
it's very dope.
And like,
Yeah.
like long term, like you can see like work or like potential opportunities coming
Come
from
up,
it. So I'm
yeah.
like, damn, bro, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
This is where it's at.
It's very
Yeah.
nice.
With the what was I gonna say? With the like controversy and things like that. I don't know what y'all think as well with this too. What do we think about this like space that we're in right now, where you borderline watch what you say, but then like everyone, it's just weird. It seems like everyone kind of wants to stand for what they believe in, and like you yell from the rooftop, like, nah, I'm not going back on my word, kind of thing. Like if you say something and you mean it, like I'm not gonna go and apologize. This is
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, it feels like we also do still live in a space where you do have to kind of
Sensitive and
you
all
do
that.
still have to be sensitive in mind. Like, how do you navigate that kind of space? And even to y'all as well, like, what do you think about this space that we're in? Because this is all opinion. This
Yeah.
whole thing that we do is opinion, barely facts. And if we
Almost never.
almost never facts,
Yeah.
pretty much, it's all opinion. You can get pulled up because someone just has to have a different opinion to you
Yeah.
somewhere, man. Like, yeah, what y'all think about that space that we're existing in right now?
That's a hard line, I reckon, because you want to be controversial because that's what gets the hits. To be honest,
Big facts.
you want to be controversial, but you don't want to be too controversial. It's like, at what stage do you pull yourself back, and then sometimes do you be over, like you project your opinion more because more people will view it, more people will like understand.
You know what it is like? I'm telling you, like when you say, have you realized like when you go to these videos, like obviously my like algorithm's messed up, so I see like both sides of it. Like I see like mad controversial stuff, and then I see like the people that are against it, you know, and they're like the ones that are like trying to shut him down. Hey, let's expose this person, blah blah blah. But you know when you go to the controversial videos, bro, just go through the comments and see how many people like W. This was what I've been thinking. King. Like there's always people. Like the thing is, people want to say it, but everyone's scared. Obviously, we have our careers and stuff, and it's like, do we want to like someone to message our employer and be like, hey, this is this, and obviously knowing like where we like from where we work, they're probably gonna be like, you know, we can't have this in our company policy. Bro, and you're out.
One LinkedIn search away from
legit.
seeing Mike.
So how do you guys navigate that? Do you guys?
I mean, even y'all too. Like, how do we do it?
Nah, I think we say whatever. You know what I mean? It's just we haven't got in trouble yet.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I work in a workplace that's like very.
Everyone there is
not
controversial.
PC. Yeah,
So
very not.
you don't even
PC
have to worry.
at all.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna come to a point where people are gonna be like, "Hey, you know, like we just want to say what we want to say."
Yeah.
Maybe, but at the same time, it's like we do beep our stuff out. Like if you watch our videos, there's a lot of beeps
And cuts.
and a lot of cuts.
Yeah, a lot of
like a
cuts.
lot of the episode are cuts because the stuff we say is like. It's not. It's pretty messed up. I'll be honest with you. Actually, I don't want to cover it up, but it's pretty messed up. We say, but like this is what normal people banter with, you know.
That's what I'm wondering. What kind of world is it now? If everyone is thinking a certain thing, not everyone is going to think the same thing for sure, but there's a lot of people thinking a certain thing, right? In different arguments, different conversations. Like, what is it that you feel pressured to not, like you don't feel comfortable enough sharing some certain things? If everyone's thinking it and wants to say it and just waits for someone else to and then you latch onto it, shouldn't we be creating a space where you feel like you... I'm being tricky with this as well. It's tricky at the same time because that's when people get radical sometimes and say some wild things, obviously.
I
We
think
don't want
that's-
radicalization, but we want that
That's
expression.
the tough thing. Because it's like, for me, like sharing my opinion, I'm never going to share an opinion that's not actually mine, you know, just for the sake of sharing it. Whether that's like more conservative or more liberal. Like I'm never... So if I share it, it's my opinion. I'm willing to stand on it. But then also there is the element of sometimes in doing this, it's like you want to say something in a way that's a little bit funnier, a little bit wilder or whatever, and you kind of just hope that people get the nuance because they should be able to. But then the problem is people only, or at least the people that aren't your audience or your fan base, whatever you want to call it, it's like the people that just end up seeing it only see it through a clip. And so then it's easier to take it out of context. But the thing is like, because what you're saying with the whole... like your algorithm, because mine's the same. It's like half of it is that really conservative, half of it is not, you know? And then the fan base is that weird like Dubs, King, all that. And it's like, I don't want to feed into that either because that gets weird as well. It's like that radicalization. Like, I don't necessarily want you to be my fans and I don't want you to be my fans either. The really soft genre either.
But so where's everyone at? Where are we at then? Where's the world at?
It's a tough
Different,
one.
man. There's 7 billion people, and everyone's got like internet. Everyone's got a platform
Yeah,
now.
like-
Everyone's got a. The thing is, you know what it is? Everyone's got an opinion. We all have
100%.
opinions
For
now.
sure.
100%.
We all want to be listened to. It's like that's why that's where the issues come in, and you realize you're like, damn, we got the same point of views, we got some same perspectives, but damn, we're really different in this, you know. And that's the thing. Like we focus on that big difference, that little difference. Sorry. But we got like 100 things in common, but that one thing we don't have in common, it's like we're gonna focus on that, and you're that kind of person. Do you know?
Maybe
I think we're scared to normalize few things, right? Because if we all think of the same thing, but we're scared to say it. Like, I think everyone else is like, don't say it because this is gonna become normalized now in society, right? So it's like best just keep it to yourself.
But it's also not everything has to be shared. Like
That's
you said,
facts.
everyone's got
That's
everyone
facts.
has an opinion, but it's like not everyone has to share that opinion. Like you can keep some things to yourself, but it's also like once you share it, what do you intend for that? You know, like you were saying before, sometimes you want to warp your opinions in like a joke. Okay, what's the intent behind you?
Going
You know,
viral.
bringing something.
going viral.
And that's the issue too. Everyone wants to go viral,
I
and that's
do.
why there's such a big problem because people will say the most outlandish things, like literally crazy things. Bro, everyone has a podcast these days, first of all.
Whoa.
And everyone shares.
Yeah, they give it to anyone these days.
No, literally, like all these American podcasts and stuff, some of them actually need to be cancelled because the things that people say, it's like, I know for a fact you actually don't think that. You're just saying it because you want it to do numbers, you want it to go around. And it's like, yeah, not everyone has to share their opinions, you know? So
But at the same time, it's like you don't have to listen to it. That's
no,
how
but it's there though. It's
but that's how I
there.
look at it. I'm like, Literally, like I'm looking through like a new podcast, trying to listen to something different. I listen to one like 10 minutes. I'm like, I disagree with how you view life. Good for you though, like continue with your thing, and I just delete it. Like simple as that. Like I'm not gonna go and comment and be like, I can't believe you think like that. Like, hey bro, so whatever. You know what I mean?
Everyone's different. If it's not your cup of tea, don't drink it.
Yeah. So why we try to fight people when that's not a cup of tea then?
Yeah.
This is what I'm wondering, because I don't know if you all saw the recent thing that everyone's kind of like mad at Netflix about.
Yeah.
With the Ricky Gervais stand-up. Also, ages after his stand-up was up.
Yeah, it's actually quite a while.
His stand-up's been up for like, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months even, something like that now. But like, Carlos was just mentioning, if it's not your cup of tea, like, or whatever, just don't listen to that opinion or whatever, right? So I was seeing recently, like, everyone's pretty much like mad at Netflix for, they're pretty much saying like, Netflix is perpetuating what was the way that it was phrased? Perpetuating transphobia, they were saying, because Ricky Gervais was up there. He was doing his stand-up in an interesting way, where it's like you're saying everything in support of like trans people in the trans movement, but it's clearly in a like satirical or cynical, comical way as well. Like he's taking digs at things, but he's saying all the right things as well. Like
it was very masterful. Did you guys watch it at all?
Nah.
It's very like it's an interesting way to not get cancelled, pretty much, right? Like you're saying all the right things, but like you know how we are in Australia, man, with the culture. You say something nice, but it's in a very sarcastic way. So that's clearly the kind of comedy he was doing, pretty much, right? But then everyone's having like uproar with Netflix now and that, like saying, "Yo, like why are you guys allowing this on your platform?" Because there was a Dave Chappelle thing as well. What was it?
And then the other Dave Chappelle thing.
Yeah, like why you guys allowing this in your platform? I'm like,
so everyone's flaming. So I was looking at it in two views. I was like, there's the one view of like, I wonder how ill intent a lot of this stuff actually is, and how like
how damaging it is.
How damaging is this thing potentially, and like, is it one of those things of like, all right, if it's not your bag, like just leave it alone and continue with your life, or is it actually gonna like? Because I'm like,
should I care?
No, man. Obviously, you gotta care. This is the tricky thing in this life now that we're in, man. We're seeing all these issues and all these problems come up, right? And then I'm like, either you just don't focus on it and like it is what it is, man, like let it slide, and y'all just keep on trying to do good thing and push the good, or like do you actually want to bring some of these things down, or are we overreacting in some situations? I just don't know where the world is at, where we stand on nowadays, to be honest, man.
I reckon Netflix is securing the bag. 100%. They know 100%. People like you watched it probably after hearing the.
No, I watched it before.
Oh, you watched the thing, but how many people you reckon watched that after? I'm gonna probably go watch it now. What's this guy saying?
What's going on?
What's going on? And like that's how they make their money. You know, they know that low key. They'll send out a little statement, but they'll put a little statement out, but they made like $50 million off it.
I don't even know if they're gonna do a statement, to be honest.
Yeah,
because the last time when the Dave Chappelle one, and everyone was like, "I'm gonna leave Netflix to work. I'm gonna leave if you guys don't take it down." They're like, "I bet, bro."
They said,
I'll write a letter of recommendation. I said,
bro, at the end of the day, you got to think like all these companies are companies, and it's all about making money. And it's like if I've invested 60 million in Dave Chappelle,
I need that.
My money's gonna come back. That's what he said. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny, and we're keeping it up there,
bro.
That's it.
Because like if Netflix says, "Oh, you guys don't like it," I would turn this down. Oh, you guys don't like that one too? We'll bring it down. It's like, how they gonna make their money now?
Yeah, because they've already given him his money.
Yeah.
It's a wild time.
Yeah,
bro.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
The thing is too, you're right. Like it's like if you don't have an opinion on it, it's like, I mean, if you don't say your opinion on it, it's like, damn, you know, like, how do I phrase this? It's like, I don't like this, but I can just move on, you know?
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like, do I want to normalize it as well?
That's the problem.
That's the issue. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if you look back like 15, 20 years ago, you didn't hear much news. Like, you hear about a couple wars and stuff.
Or a couple wars.
You know, like, it's like bombings. It's like, you know, like,
the usual stuff.
Yeah, it's like, that's their problem, you know, like then.
Yeah.
But like now it's like everything affects me now. How does it affect me? What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe we were like, I feel like our generation, we're given a lot of attention. Maybe that's the reason why. And it's like, how come if my parents gave me all this love and affection, the world needs to give me it. The world needs to treat me right. I deserve this. You know?
Nah, you're right. Because the thing is, you don't want to normalize everything as well. Because if you do,
but you also don't want to have saying this carefully, a sook about everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The balance is tough now. You know what I mean?
I mean that very sincerely as well.
I get what you're saying.
Because I know people like, I'll be chatting with someone like, and then they'll speak about someone like, bro, he just complains about everything, or like they complain about everything, you know, or like yeah, they're like, because obviously I have like friends that like, for example, that I went to uni with, and then some of their friends are very like protesty, you know, like they always want to have an agenda.
social clubs and
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, they're just complaining about nothing, you know, like that's what they say, like for example, and it's like, damn, I don't want to be that guy, you know. I don't want people saying Raven complains about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying to these guys like a little while ago. Like this comes to a certain point where I actually don't have the energy to have an opinion on everything. Like I have some sort of thoughts on most things, but I'm like, nah.
It's not worth it.
But
I
then
can't
if
be
they're
loud
coming
about
for
everything.
you and like, let's just say because I'm
tribe.
trying to see it from the people's point of view that are complaining about it, where it's like a group of people are being targeted in this case, and it can be damaging to their community as well. So obviously that's why they're taking a stance and saying, you know, don't normalize these type of comments being put on Netflix, because Netflix is for everyone, literally all ages. Everyone is on Netflix, so it's pretty accessible. So now you've got kids, you've got older people, everyone's viewing this content, and it's like, okay, now I'm going to go to school and I'm going to, you know, repeat these jokes to my friends and we're all going to have a laugh.
facts.
And then the person who's, you know, in my class, we're going to make fun of them because it's just normal. Everyone's watching on Netflix. So I think that's why sometimes it is okay to actually get together and rally against these things, because it shouldn't be okay.
I feel like we do that for everything. Though.
Everything.
Like there's a think piece every second day.
Bro, you guys ever stop thinking?
Have you seen that video on TikTok? This video killed me. So the guy walks into the library and he's being one of his like friends are filming him, and then he walks into the library and someone goes, well, I think it was a librarian or something. She goes, sorry, no filming in here. And then he literally turns and goes, he identifies himself as a camera. And she goes, do you identify yourself as a camera? And it's like, nods. And she goes,
I said that to you guys.
it's like, yo.
Hey, like, low-key, that's the rules. That's the
I
rules.
said that's the rules.
Oh my days, that
Yeah.
killed me, man. Hey,
Ma'am, do you identify as a camera?
Bruh.
Oh my god.
Times, bro.
I want to run it back a little bit. Obviously, a lot of stuff happened like the past week. Weibo, I'd like you, to explain to us. You know, you've been doing a lot of few things, and I went there as well to your workshop,
The pop-up.
the
Yeah.
pop-up. That was dope, bro. But walk us through that. Like, how'd you guys come up with the idea, and who was involved?
Yeah, thanks for coming, by the way. But yeah, it was Matt. Matt from Senpai Apparel.
Yeah.
He's the main one that him and Gardner Beats. So Tina, shout out to them too. They kind of organized the whole event, and they got me and Run it. He's been on here as well.
Yeah.
Immortal Fate, yeah.
Immortal Fate. So they got us to come along and just showcase our pieces as well. So yeah, it was. I made a custom piece with the other two brands that
Bro.
came out.
Crazy.
Yeah, a Naruto one. I
Very
know
nice.
you got the original Naruto one.
Bruh, I got the original. I feel so hot in the streets. Because everyone's like, what do you get? I'm like, sold out.
Because that one sold out. And
Yeah.
bare people being hit us up as well saying, "Oh, I want that one. I want that one."
Yeah.
But I said, I can't keep
Fam,
it
it's
exclusive.
Itachi on the back, bro.
Yeah, that
Doing
one.
that. That's the madness.
Stuff. I got that one too.
Tough,
That's
bro.
Proper.
Yeah. When I was sick.
But yeah, the event, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit iffy about it. I've never done anything like this before, and neither had Matt and Tina, to be fair. So it was a concept that like we didn't really know how it was gonna go, how people were gonna show up, how if they're gonna stick around and stuff. But no, it was a good vibe. Like we had the table tennis set up, which we were giving out discounts if people could beat me, but I was undefeated. So
No way.
whatever you was on
Alright.
Wallahi, you weren't even that good.
Damn.
I saw you play. I was like,
Look at
damn.
this guy.
Carlos is all smoking out now, bro. What's going on?
Hey,
Hey, we can turn this into the
hey,
I'm down for this.
Carl, I don't know how I just remember this right now when you said it. But remember, I think it was at it was outside BU or outside Reload, and then and then I heard your actual name. And I
Oh, I didn't hear this.
It's a story, of
it's off camera.
Yeah,
it's off camera. But I just remembered it now.
Bro,
and
he was
this guy was just laughing.
It was so funny. Bro, he comes up to me.
Is that your name? Hey, guys. Hey, he's exaggerating. What up?
Wallahi, you did that, cuz.
Wallahi, he's exaggerating. Wallahi, he's exaggerating.
Wallahi, he did
Hey,
that.
I was standing next to you guys.
I said he came sprinting.
I was talking to someone else, yeah. I didn't even know you were next to me, but I'll talk about it afterwards.
This guy.
That's jokes.
The event was vibes, huh?
Yeah. No, it was sick. So everyone just kicked it, chilled. It was kind of like a house party, but just like with
on the day.
a DJ. Like everyone's just kicking it, and like people showcasing their brands. I had my sewing machine, so I was like. I actually didn't showcase it that much, so like there was a few people that were interested, so I showed them how I did it and stuff like that. I had to make one on the day, which I was dirty. I was like, we ran out of the size medium, so then and someone wanted it, so I had to remake one.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
How long does that take? This like 10 minutes. You said, 15.
Nah, like 1
You
hour.
said an hour. Sorry,
So,
that's what it was.
Yeah, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some respect.
To make a masterpiece like that.
Yeah. So it was crazy vibes, and I think everyone that came enjoyed it. So and I think Matt's gonna do a few more pop-ups. So watch this space with him. But yeah,
It made me think. I'm like, why don't we have more of these pop-ups? You know what I mean? Normally we have like a big event, and then people come and showcase the brand. But I was like, bro, we can have these little ones here and there, a couple of hours.
But it's only the realization now that's come that we actually can do stuff like that. Because you don't realize that there's actually support. Probably, I mean, you iffy about it to start off with, right? Like, we don't know that the support's there.
I was curious about how people are gonna stay if they like, especially other people that if they don't know if the event there wasn't many people there, right? Say the event just opened, someone walks through, they look at all the brands, and the vibes is just dead, you know?
And
And it's like, they're just gonna walk out, and then the next person's gonna
Just
cycle
keep
around.
going like that, yeah.
I was curious about that as well, because if I come in, I buy from you, from Senpai and Immortal Fate. My day, I'm good. Half an hour, I'm out.
And that's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, cool. So how are they actually gonna, keep people there
in and like enjoy the time.
Yeah.
Especially because it was ticketed and you had to pay to get entry. It's like, why would I spend my money to come here and then just like have a look
just
at
shop.
some clothes for 15 minutes?
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah.
Hey, please tell me you're gonna say this exactly how you're gonna say it. Say it properly.
Wallahi,
Right?
yeah.
This killed me. Please say it.
Wait, which one? Huh?
And then the message, please.
No, I'll read that one out after
Right.
to go in line with what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was there, my friend went shopping like crazy, pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes in, it is like, let's go. I'm like, cuz I paid, I'm not going. It was a good event, bro.
Because we had the
Nice. When's the next one though?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in the next one, but I think Matt wants to do. I think he was saying every 3-4 months, maybe even.
Yeah.
That's on a regular
Especially
rate.
for him because he loves like
loves the
doing
whole
the screen
interaction.
printing,
Yeah.
The live streaming. It's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing stuff to like teach people, educate them how it's done.
Yeah. It was sick to see, man. Especially
Yeah,
at
in
Ego, even
person.
when he did it.
Sure.
That was nice.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know who he's gonna get involved in the next one. I think it'll be good to get different brands as well, showcase other stuff.
That literally can become its own thing as well now.
Yeah.
Of like
Like
just
proper workshop thing.
just a nice constant quick. Here it is.
Pop-ups,
This is us.
yeah.
This is a new brand. This,
But I
you know
think
what I mean?
people will also love to like know how you do yours as well.
Yeah.
Because yours is
Very
unique.
unique,
You know,
yeah.
that's like skills and everything as well. But
Yeah, the whole process. Well, a lot of the time I was like, even at Expo, like people coming around, and I'll just explain to them the process. Me, I think it's a bit hard for people to understand, like to walk them through a whole 1 hour process of me sewing a thing together.
Yeah.
Whereas like Matt, he can
Just
just screen
watch it.
print, and it's like
And
he can actually get them involved to just
Yeah,
grab
to
the
do
screen
it.
and do it. But for me, like talking them through it and how I do it, they get I can do it that way. But yeah, it's. I think especially now that we've done the first event, they're gonna have a lot of footage and they can showcase how the next one will be. And I think they could do heaps more to promote it and showcase.
It's
Okay,
just bigger and bigger after
Yeah.
that, man.
yeah, it's a proper
That's
vibe.
what's up, man.
so what do you plan to
Smiling
do?
back there. I knew something was on his mouth.
Nah, I was gonna say Damon's here.
Oh, did that? Wait,
Oh,
yeah.
he's fun. Yeah.
Is the door locked or what?
I don't know if
Does he know? Does he know the office?
That's what I was gonna say.
Probably
Alright.
outside.
Wait, what time is it right now? He definitely left the house.
Yeah, he left the house when he said he was gonna get here.
We're recording. My news coming out right now.
Man, bro, a whole hour after he said he was gonna be here, right?
Oh,
God,
bro,
it's
that's
African
hilarious.
time, man. We gotta be on the African time.
I thought the Irish side would have come through today.
Hey, you know what it is too? I reckon I was looking like I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know how sick it is like when you're just doing like a podcast or whatever and someone just like walks in,
Pops
sits
in?
down.
It's a nice vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
vibe.
The
man.
popping is nice.
Because I did that yesterday. I was on Galacticos.
Yeah.
And I literally like came like halfway through and I just sat in. I'm like, bro, this would be sick.
Bro, and
like,
the fact that you can start spitting as
and
well.
you're just going in.
Yeah.
Oh, my cousin destroyed me as soon as I came in. Like, he just started ripping me to shreds.
Yes.
Because he's an Arsenal fan. I'm a Tottenham fan. And I'm trying to
damn,
talk
bro.
about our season. What do you mean, damn? We
No,
made
no,
Champions
what
League.
was that? Huh?
Nah.
What do you mean? Who do you go for?
Wait. Who's Arsenal? Him or you?
I'm Tottenham. He's Arsenal.
I was gonna say, bro, if you're Arsenal, I'm so sorry. But
Yeah,
you're
that's-
good. You're good.
And he
you're
was
good.
going hard,
You're
and I'm
good.
like, cuz, you're not in the Champions League. You're in Europa, cuz.
Like, you're good, bro. You're good.
And he's putting me down. I'm like, cuz, enjoy Europa League, man.
Man, I say Europa. Nah, the popping is a nice vibe. Like anytime
Yeah.
like anyone's late. Like I remember Mara came in a couple episodes ago and she like rocked in a bit late. It was vibe.
And you don't need to cut it in. Like, just
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
just
just keep it
naturally.
going, man.
Just jump in.
That's what I'm liking about the way we do pod now as well. Like it's just chill. Like it's a nice little vibe. Like it's
Yeah.
literally just coming and hanging out kind of thing.
because we used to be scripted. We used to have the questions.
The thing,
up.
the
no
questions
way.
on the TV, yeah.
Didn't we have it?
Nah,
for
you didn't do it for
We
us.
didn't
We
do-
were
Or
one.
like, let's just sting, you know.
Yeah.
And then we just what's it called? Like we started doing it like just freestyle, and it's so smooth.
Yeah.
You just having a
There
a
he
normal
is.
convo. This guy, yeah.
What up, G?
Hello. Welcome.
You kill me, bro. What you call this?
Hey, I got a question for you, bro.
Come,
What
sit
ti-
down.
Let's sit down.
What time zone are you from?
You're gonna put like
What?
that Disney
Be honest,
sound
yeah.
effect in the background. You know when they're looking.
Oh my days, man.
What time did you leave the house?
Yo, I had a whole mission. No, I had a family situation come up with my sister.
Wow.
So,
Serious,
yeah,
bro.
man, for real. And she lives in Wallert. Do you know where Wallert is?
Oh, that's like north or what? Is
Like
it?
Never heard
north,
of
but
that.
it's on the countryside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, in Wallert, mate.
Well, welcome,
He
bro.
made it. He made it.
Halfway in, but we good.
What's up?
Nah, we're good, man.
It's your boy Damien.
Look at him enjoying himself.
Yeah, did a whole
Talk to the camera, bro. Enjoy yourself. Come on.
No, I'm just Damien. You know what it is. Talking Trophies, the best co-host of them all.
That's my Kazi boy. What's up?
It's mad, man.
I just
Nah.
realized, yeah, you guys ain't even said your names yet.
Yeah.
Damn,
I
bro.
am
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Hi, I'm Ravo.
I'm Weebo.
Damn, bro. We actually didn't know names.
Thanks for
What the
having us
heck?
on
You guys
the
didn't do an
social-
intro?
No,
Nah,
we
we
did.
went straight.
We just
Yeah.
said talking trophies, and that's it.
Talking Trophies. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, nah, but we were talking about the pop-up, pretty much, the pop-up event. Yeah. So, nah, that was nice, man. It was
Yeah, so
nice
sorry, what
vibe.
were you saying about? Are you talking about the post?
Nah, I was talking about, you know, he was talking about the tickets, like it's a ticketed event, yeah? And you thought you were going to get a nice little...
Oh, I was gonna get the free
You
ticket.
thought
Okay, fine.
I thought we was gonna hook you up with a free ticket.
No, we were, yeah, no.
I thought you had VIP, that VIP access.
Like, to be honest, these days I'm just used to walking in.
Oh, you're the famous singer.
Nah,
Start a podcast.
that camera used to it.
low-key I am though. But because I was helping Matt, Mr. Senpai. I wasn't helping him actually. He actually messaged me, like wanted like a little promo video to be done. And we tried to figure out like a time we were gonna link up and do it, but time was tight. We couldn't do it, so it's calm. But anyways, we were talking about the event, yeah? And then he was like, yo, bro, you coming? I was like, yeah, cuz. He's like, you bought your ticket? I said, nah. And I thought he was going to say, don't worry, I got you. The guy said, I see you there. Here's the link. He's like, look. He was like, here's the link. I was like, $72, huh?
You gotta support. You gotta support
Nah,
though.
for
Buy your
sure.
ticket and support.
Yeah. I was like, blah, blah,
He's
blah.
on the grind. He's on the grind.
Bro, yeah, man, that's grinding, bro. But
Me,
thank
I'm
you.
on that wave, man. I'm on that wave where it's like, yo, I'm buying stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm on that, you know, like even
But
like,
you're a better man than me.
Wait,
bro.
wait.
Always
in
buys
line.
tickets
Yeah.
every time
That's
the event
what's up.
comes up.
That's-
You'll buy
that's
tickets.
dope.
waiting,
That's good.
wait in line. You know, I'm on that wait in line vibe too. You know what I hate? VIPs.
Hey, you know what?
Hey.
I can testify. In fact, you are like this. You will buy people drinks as well on their birthdays, everything.
Yeah.
He's a good man. Oh, we don't want that out there. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Wait, what's going on?
That's not you?
No, I won't.
No, to be honest.
I
You
won't.
don't do that. No.
Yeah, man, you buy everyone drinks.
Hey, he did it for me.
No, I was buying in
Yeah,
Red
but-
Bulls.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
buying
Red Bull.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't drink, so
I
it'd be
don't drink.
awkward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Drink. Like, here you go.
Yeah, no.
I was buying myself Red Bull and I was covering it.
Yeah. And then David got me too. So it's cool.
Wait, why do you hate VIPs?
No, it's not the
Or like-
VIP. It's like the concept of like, you know the dab everyone up, get in. You know what I mean? Like I can do that. Like there's some places I'm like, yo, I can just like, hey, what's up? You know, like I know the
Bro,
people.
you're cool as
I'm
man.
jumping like that. So like, I like.
Just
the-
trying to be like you,
you know
bro.
what I mean? Like I like the idea of like even like remember like I'll wait in line, you know, and obviously if my boys come, I'll let them
What a
cut in line
humble
and stuff.
guy.
But like it's just like I don't understand the idea of like,
Bro, you
hey,
know-
I'm better. It's like you know what I mean? It's like
Nah,
there's
see.
people waiting in line and they look at you. They're like, at the same time they admire you in a way. They're like, I want to be that person.
Yeah.
At the same time they're like, who are they?
This is-
You know what's so
it's-
awkward, yeah? I reload, Yeah, I was trying to get you in with me, like through the VIP. I didn't know you like that whole waiting in line experience.
I'm
Nah,
here.
hey, you saw me like
You know, sorry, but that's why I was like, because I was talking to one of the guys that was running it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, if you're trying to come in,
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't know you were trying
Man was
to.
enjoying the line.
Because he saw me like just stand. I wasn't even like.
Yeah, I was like, what
I was
did
just with my boy.
Yeah.
But my boys in trackies and stuff. I just went in just to suss it out. I wasn't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I literally just stood there. I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the line to die out. Like
Yeah.
I didn't want to wait in line like that, but I'm like, I'll wait for it to die out.
Yeah.
And then I just walked in, like
Yeah.
eventually. But like, I don't know. I just
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
The line is what kills me,
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm
honestly,
loving the walking.
I'm the type. Daniel's right. You're a better man than us. I don't want to pay, but I would pay double to not wait in line.
Nah, bro, I ain't paying nothing.
Like, I would
That's
genuinely.
desperation.
Like, it's the line.
I'll do anything, man.
The line kills me. It's such a waste of my life.
Nah, actually,
yeah, 100%.
You know what's the worst, yeah? Bro, you wait in line for so long and they say, nah, capacity.
Nah, I can't relate, man.
And that's what happened at
Sorry, not tonight, boys.
Party.
No way.
Did you, were you there?
Oh,
at
they
the
knock
after
people
party?
out.
Nah, they're like, yeah, not capacity, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm loving the express, bro.
Remember when we left?
Yeah,
like
it was
the
packed.
line
Man, they were
was
pushing against the door and that, bro.
Yeah, bro. The
We
ladies-
finished our fun. Donnies was still knocking. Hey, how's it going?
It's nice in there.
The lady was yelling, "Go home, guys! No more!" I was like,
Damn.
damn.
They try to fight it so hard too.
Bro,
It's
bad.
Are you guys liking the opportunities that are coming though? Or like, yeah, oh, you're not taking them?
That's crazy.
No,
bro.
we take it, man.
Like,
But
what
it's
about?
just
I'm
this
like,
guy-
let me
this
enjoy
guy
this
takes
ride.
Give me everything.
Yeah.
Pause.
Damn. I said, give me everything. But like, I'm enjoying the like, yeah, bro. Like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
run that. Like, literally run it.
No, right now I'll take the opportunities,
Yeah.
but like we take it. But it's just like we're just chilling, man. Like, I think because we don't see this as like. I don't think even like you yourself, like you don't see it like talking trophies, like where those guys,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
We just see each other as like,
Yeah,
yo, we're
yeah,
just
let's kick back, man.
we kick back, and like when people say, oh, hey, you know, you guys do talking trophies, we don't end up talking about it. We're just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, thanks, you like it, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Move on, talk about something else.
Yeah.
That's the one I love though. Yeah, no, I
That's
appreciate the
nice.
support, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to say.
The thing is, when you say that, you can see they want to talk to you still.
Yeah.
And you're just like, ladies. And they're like, "Fuck."
You know what you say to him? Just say, "Hey, what was your favorite episode?" Or say,
They won't know.
"What was our latest episode?"
Nah, they would always have an answer though. And then now you're standing there chatting with them.
talking,
You're trying to make moves, bro.
The best thing I've ever witnessed is some guy was lit, talks to Danny in the club. To be honest, I don't really like the podcast.
You know what the guy said?
But I like you though.
That's what it was. Like, bro, it was a good 20-minute conversation. Started off with, bro, you guys are killing it, man. This podcast is so crazy, so dope. Like, we need more people doing this. Da, 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 da. And then fast track 15 minutes. To be honest, bro, like I don't really like the podcast. Like, yeah, it's not for me. Oh, bro, what are you talking about here, bro? What's going on, man?
The guy felt guilty, bro.
Bro, I don't know what the comment was, man.
Nah, but you know the thing too is like, you know, when people tell you like, it's like, I know it's not your cup of tea, and like, you know, a lot of black people are like, hey, cuz, love your podcast. You know, you're doing so much for the community. I'm like, what community, cuz?
Okay, yeah, bro. You don't think there's a proper community that? Oh yeah, you don't think that you're doing any work from doing this? Do you think or what?
Like, no, like I don't think we're representing people.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel like we're just representing ourselves.
Yourselves, yeah.
You know, like I'm not a certain individual. Like we're not a community or something. You know, like I don't know, man. Maybe first generation.
Like our episodes aren't catered to like
Yeah.
community issues, but like not all the time. Sometimes they are.
sometimes.
I think it depends on how people interpret the word community as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, example, if it's like a group of Africans, then people would, you know, that makes sense. Like, when you say community, you're obviously talking about the African community, yeah? But if it's just like you guys, everyone from different backgrounds, community could be like this space, you know what I mean? Like the creative space you're doing for the community, you know what I mean? You're inspiring like people who want to do podcasts. That's impacting
That's
as
the
well.
podcast community, bro.
Nah, like there is a big community out there too. You know what I mean? So
It's an interesting thing though that y'all are like this. You're representing yourselves, but then the responsibility gets put on you there regardless. Kind of.
Do you see it? I don't know. Do you guys?
To some degree. If not now, then it does.
We've had zero responsibility. But maybe-
We were recording.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, that when we did Word on the Street, this guy is so like, he was so dirty, we're telling him, hey, come interview this guy. This guy's going like this. No, man. Come on, man. This guy's so dirty.
I was so wrecked. I was so tired.
Bro, are you just here for the vibes or what?
Because I came from somewhere else, so I came out of my way to come, and then I was just drained. I had a long night. The first like half of it, probably not the first half.
First 10 minutes, you were good.
Yeah, I smashed out
Yeah.
all my interviews. That's where all the clips come from of me. In the first like 20 minutes, and then the rest of it, I don't know. I was just wrecked, and then they were doing some crazy.
Hilarious, man.
But you know, I think the best thing about us is I feel like we all have like our strong suits. You know, like for example, like Damien's like mad extroverted. You know, he's like good at like he can just like G someone up.
Because you make me like a crackhead.
Wait. But that's because you're a hip hop teacher, right? Like dance teacher. Yeah.
Bro, which I'm still to this day like that's mad.
But you know, you're hip hop
I
teacher.
teach
That
down the
sort of
area.
personality.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
class.
Oh, that is?
You don't have the class.
At 3
yeah.
different schools. I teach at Cranmer Carlisle, Narry Warren Secondary,
Yeah.
and then Cranbourne East.
That's dope.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
with
from
dancing or
Quay, you come?
Yeah, they pay
Nah.
travel fees. I was like,
He told them he lives even further away.
But that's lit. Yeah, you gotta have the
That is
energy
dope,
for
yeah.
that.
Like you gotta have
Shit.
the energy. You know what I mean? I'm the same, but like
you're more calm.
Yeah, where's
I'm
your
calm.
bag? Where do you think you sit?
what?
Yeah, so you got the
What do you
high
get at?
energy,
Yeah.
and then geeing people up, getting them excited, this, that, and now what you bringing?
This is the famous guy. He's like, man,
Nah,
the humble guy. This is the humble
Nah,
guy.
me, I think maybe more brains, like ideas. I'm like,
So we got
Damn, you got the brains. What's going on, brother?
I'm like,
No shade, yeah.
no, like for example, get the hell out of here.
Hey, boys, we got it. We're breaking it
Disruption.
They're trying to break us up, and we don't like it.
They're crumbling.
You know, like for example, I'm like, okay, what can we do next? You know, like that's as in brains, as that. And then
The innovator.
Maybe innovator is a
Strategic.
good word. And then
Lead
we both more
innovator.
the creative, you know, like. And then Sean, our cameraman, he's a
Been
vibe.
missing, bro. What?
That
Sean's
guy,
here for haps.
You know, Sean, he's joined the ride. That's what
Yeah.
And like he brings a certain energy. Like we even like one time we even tried recording an episode without
Yeah,
him,
and it was dead.
and it was
It
dead.
was
We couldn't
insane.
like
Yeah.
we didn't drop.
Damn.
We didn't drop it. We left it.
I grabbed all the camera and the audio from the episode. I chucked it in the trash can straight away.
Empty bin.
Dead.
Because he
Nah,
brings this
that's
certain energy and vibe. and
Sean's a hella smart guy too, bro.
Yeah.
Be knowing stuff for no
When he
reason.
wants to.
yeah, and every language too.
Yeah.
This guy knows every language. I'm
Was he there?
convinced.
Was he there when?
He was there when we shot your
was
airport
there,
with
yeah.
yours, with you guys. Yeah. He was doing cam.
Yeah.
But he goes by a different name, yeah?
I knew it was
Kyra.
Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyra's nickname, but Sean, it's his actual name.
Right.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, man, and I feel like we just come together and we just like so. You know how we talk before we do the episodes when
Yeah.
you do it with you.
Yeah.
Like that's us every week.
Yeah, literally.
Just
Every
kick
week,
back.
and then we just start the episode. We're like, "Fuck, what are we gonna talk about again?"
Nah.
Sean's extroverted though.
Yeah, he's
No, because you know when we do like word on the street, it's Sean. Sean's the guy that goes up and gets anyone.
Yeah.
He'll get anyone.
You know, it's our favorite line. So tell them you know.
when we were doing the
We're not really strangers.
Not really strangers, yeah. No, who did so we're on St Kilda Beach, and then he went to go get these girls. These two girls were walking past, and Sean, the way he walks up to people, is just the funniest thing.
He's pretty staunch.
He's just staunch.
He wears a Nike tracksuit
All the time.
And like,
yeah.
this looks like he's from the area, but he's there going like this. Hey. You want to do an interview?
And I think that day he had he had something wrong with his hand, so it was all like blasting up and everything. He was walking with a limp, like.
Right.
And he goes, "Hey, girls, come do the interview." And then they didn't. I don't think they said anything.
She said no. She's like, I'm not interested. And
then they just walk
it sounds
off
like,
fast, you know, they
yeah,
do that.
you're not all that anyway.
Damn.
This on camera?
Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't on camera. No.
That would be illegal on camera.
Hey, we need to come do it on the street with y'all or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, 100%.
That's those vibes.
It's
bro.
a laugh.
It's a
honestly.
vibe.
It is, but I was gonna say
What?
there's too much male energy on your podcast. So when are you guys gonna introduce another woman?
Hey, one of
or-
you. Hey,
Do
why don't
it.
you just tell her to shut up?
There's-
Nah,
Are we about to
It's a
break
good
up
question.
too, or-
Nah, I like that. I like that question. Hey, you know, I like that.
Did you guys ever do that?
What?
Like,
No, what did he say when we won the F? He killed me. Dude goes, yeah, we need some female energy. Like maybe she can be behind the camera.
I've heard you say you want them to run it, but not actually
To manage
be.
it, yeah, to
Yeah, just manage it, like organize it, and
well, organized what? She's not on camera?
Nah, it's actually dope having a girl in the mix, because then it's like you realize you're wrong 90% of the time.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we really wrong there?
No.
You are.
No, but hey, I don't know, because this is a family thing, you know, like
Plus Weibo.
plus Weibo. But Weibo's been around for a while too, you know, and he lives with me obviously, so it's like it's convenient. I don't know, having a female on Talking Trophies, we interview females.
But that's the same thing.
That's the same
You're
thing.
inviting them to the conversation.
Yeah.
And we're talking.
So you wouldn't do it?
No,
I think he struggles because he always wants to shoot his shot.
Yeah. You mix the worlds, business and pleasure.
I've seen one ever. I won't say it.
Say it. We don't care.
I'll bleep it out. Bro.
You know what we call that episode? We call it date night.
With who? With who? Oh, that was hard. Hey, but
What was?
I actually see it. What did he say?
I was
Looking for a wife, bro.
nah. That was a good
Hey,
episode, wasn't
let's
it?
that
It was a
time.
nice
Hey,
one.
someone timestamp that, bro. I can't forget.
Hey, was that?
Let's go red.
He can't talk anymore.
That was a good episode.
It was
wasn't
nice.
It was a nice
It was
episode.
good.
You didn't say it was good. You said it went
Nice to
hard.
see.
No. As in,
The episode went hard, man.
I think in that
matched
episode.
energies, that's
no.
why.
In the episode, what I was showing off was my one-on-one interviewing skills.
Gotcha.
I've done a couple episodes of those. I just wanted to say, hey, listen, BBC or
What?
I mean,
Wait.
the channel. BBC, SBS, ABC.
Hey, yo.
I was gonna say BBC, ABC or something. What's up? Like I can do
Started with
it.
ABC, bro.
I know, yeah. Bad start, bro.
Cat. He's like, oh, you like how I look, yeah?
No, but that was the debut too of the.
Listen, now everyone knows.
Yeah, now there's no point. Now there's no point bleeping nothing.
Yeah, now they know.
Yeah,
So are you the only single one in the crew?
yeah. Me and Sean.
Okay.
I'm.
Do your call that now, bro. Call it.
Nah. Do you have I'm looking for a Muslim sister. And
Okay, yes.
If you have any Muslim viewer fans, I'm joking.
Don't giggle, bro. Look at him. He's acting hard, bro.
Nah, it's actually I'm sweating. But
Oh, man. But what? So you think they need some new
Yeah,
energy?
just for some balance.
Why don't you guys do
Just
an
to
episode with your
balance.
girls? Like, obviously,
Yeah,
aside from
true.
Ravo, but yeah.
Your reveal.
Your review.
That's the thing as well, yeah.
That would be nice.
That's the whole reveal kind of thing.
Nah, but you guys committed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Why are you asking
David, I don't
that?
know.
Because I know, like, it's been a while. For both of them.
The guy said, yeah.
So yeah, so then it's like people know you're dating those people, right?
Yeah.
Then just bring them on. But then
What is he gonna do?
Bruh,
though?
I had,
Hey.
I had my old podcast, and I had my girl on there. We did one, me and my other co-host.
Yeah.
She came on for
But I
us
guess-
before
she's
you
been on
joined
now.
us.
Yeah, she's been on.
Yeah, she was on air.
Yeah. But what's the episode gonna be about? Who's gonna watch the episode anyways?
What do you mean?
No,
It's got an agenda,
What do
bro.
you mean?
what is it gonna
Nah,
be
yeah,
about? What are you
true.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Unless you
Unless we want to
know.
do some like challenges.
Yeah,
or like
something like that's
Valentine's Day
something like
special, this, that,
maybe,
whatever,
but like if
yeah.
it's just a normal episode, it's like
Wait, why? I think
Myth.
like they can't come
Boxing-
and you guys have a
boxing
chit chat
tournament.
like
Why
you
don't
do
we do-
normally.
about what? Oh, we're gonna hey.
Nah, but it's not wrong. Like,
No,
He's
like it has to
wrong.
be.
He's
It has to
actually
be something.
wrong.
Like has to be like. What? Who's gonna want to hear about just a relationship? You want to be something nice,
Nah,
interesting,
you'd be
spicy.
surprised. A lot of people want to hear the relationship.
Wait, why are you acting like girls only talk about relationships?
Yeah,
though?
man.
No, I
They
think
got dreams too.
You know they're allowed
What's
to
going
vote.
on here?
great.
They have opinions on things. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. David, we were right now leaving you to try, bro. They're leaving you.
Nah, but what I was gonna say was like, obviously you want to do something spiced up. We don't want to just do the basic, generic, hey, relationship, blah blah blah. We did watch the episode you did with Bittersweet.
Yeah.
I don't know, was that a scripted episode where he's wanted to look like the
Who's
perfect-
that? Ours on this or
The one you had on you.
them on us?
Yeah.
What do we even talk about?
I don't know, the way you made yourselves look like, I was like, fine, this is couple goals episode.
Please,
Yeah,
Polly.
yeah.
That just happened. That
Yeah,
just
that
ended up happening, right? Yeah, no. Bro, I mean, look at us right now. You think we scripted anything?
We're scrambling for content right now. We talked about the pop-up for 35 minutes.
Well, I was sitting
No, wait,
there.
then we got.
Hey, yeah, I was sitting there, I'm like, fine. This is
Tell us how you wanted to get in for free colors.
I was just watching you. I waited for you to get an opportunity to come back in the conversation. Trust.
Oh man, dude,
Alright, content. Let's be serious, man. We're podcasters
Yeah.
here, guys.
Yeah.
Bro,
We love
What's happening in the
Yeah,
world?
what is happening in the world? You guys been seeing anything crazy, man? Nothing at all, yeah. Nothing wild.
They
but-
reversed Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
gonna say.
that one.
The
Yeah.
abortion laws are
The abortion laws in the United States. So
Yeah.
bad, bro.
That was
As in
don't know
the
things.
reaction, bro. People are.
Can I be honest?
So what's happening?
You don't care?
No.
Can I be
Do you want
honest?
to
I wanna
explain?
hear it.
Shit, what's
No, no,
happening?
please
Someone
Not every
explain.
opinion needs to be
That's
shared.
this is what I was gonna share. That like this is actually one of those things I don't care. But like not in either way I don't care. Like
Okay,
as in
where
I
does
don't
that
know what
come
I
from?
think. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Roe v. Wade is a landmark decision that happened. I don't know how long ago. It's called 35 years. We're wrong with that. And like basically it created federal law for women in America to have access to abortion as well as other stuff, like safe abortion as well as other stuff.
Pretty
I don't know
close
what
to
else.
35 years, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty close.
See, that's why we don't need facts here.
Yeah. 49.
Yeah, same. Yeah. What else? What am I missing? Do you know anything more than me?
I missed what you said because I was looking for the date, but essentially that's
But yeah,
what it was.
I think that's-
It's,
yeah.
it's federal
Decriminalizing
abortion.
essentially, at that
as
point in
well
time.
as some like it has impact into other things. I don't know how, but like I was reading some stuff today on like Twitter with like IVF, all that kind of stuff. It all plays some role, as well as like, you know how sometimes if you miscarry, you actually do need to go get it properly removed, like the child or whatever you want to, however you see that. And that technically is an abortion as well, and so that it protected that kind of stuff, whatnot. Now it gets reversed by the High Court or whatever the High Court is called, Supreme Court, and that means that it's not a federally protected thing now. So I think there's going to be 20 states or about 20 states that I guess their senators feel like overall people are not pro-abortion or whatever the terminology is, and so now it's a whole topic, and like some people will think it's, you know, very detrimental for women and society at large. Some people think it's like the best thing if they're more pro-life, and that it's like now you're protecting life at conception, all that kind of thing. I don't know what I think. That's it.
I'm in that crossroads of like, we need the conversation and education when it comes down to what do we actually, because me personally, from my personal opinions, like I can openly say that, my personal opinions when it comes down to life is like, yes, at conception, right?
Yeah.
That's just what I believe, personally, right? So
is that pro-choice or pro?
that's not any pro anything at that point in time just yet. I'm just saying what I believe in terms of like life, potential of life beginning is literally at conception, because especially from studying developmental biology and seeing what I've seen as well, like how it all goes down, I'm like, bruv, it's mad the physiological process is happening on day jump, like kicking.
How many
And
months
then,
is that?
Like, how many months? What?
You know you said concept. What is it?
Conception is just.
Oh,
That's when you nut.
This guy's mad. That was not in my thesis.
That's the professor. That's the words that he said.
You could have summed up your
Hey,
thesis.
you know what? Hey, we got the real term, but we got the translator. For us. Now we get it, you know? Like, we actually get it.
You can do all your uni science talk.
This guy was just
Said that down like,
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
But this is what I'm saying about it. Like, conception for me, I believe is when I can see life kicking. Like that's when it begins, man. Because literally, it's the start of now life.
The journey,
happening.
right.
It's the start of the journey. Without that happening, life isn't gonna start. And once it does happen, life literally starts, right? When it comes down to all the laws that are coming back to it and everything, like when it comes up like prohibition or like all that kind of stuff like that, that's where my mind is very confused, because I can very genuinely understand emotional points of views when it comes down to these things, because this stuff is tough, and like the choice to make choices. I think education is the most important part. I think for me, ultimately, when it comes to this stuff, because people are going to make decisions regardless. It's just about, is it a criminal thing to do or not? I don't think criminalizing these things is the way to go, but I think the education around what is done in these certain instances is a lot more important, because if we're starting off with more education when it comes, as a Christian at least, more education where it comes down to like, bro, like literally, maybe it just doesn't mean we should be having just casual relationships like just regularly like that. There's a whole bunch of other layers to this when it comes down to it, because there's people in different circumstances why they get certain abortions and things like that. But I think ultimately it needs to, like, we can't just I think people are like blanketly looking at it like anyone who thinks in this certain way is literally against human rights and against choices. But sometimes it comes down to like, can we meet in some kind of middle ground somewhere where a conversation is
Just agree that it's nuanced.
It's very nuanced, bro. Yeah. I don't know how to describe the nuance, because it seems like it's meant to just literally be like, how can you not just get this? How can you not just see that you're
On
taking
either
away
end,
rights? On either end, yeah. But I'm like, there has to be some kind of conversation in middle ground in some kind of way about all this stuff, man. But it's wild, man. It definitely is wild. If it's going into things like you're saying, where it's like making IVF tough for some people as well, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Too, like, so I don't know, man. I genuinely need to have I definitely feel for people with it. That's what I start off with from this point of view. But I think there's more of an exploration of this topic that needs to be had compared to just the polarized views that it looks like it is right now. Because there's mad on social media right now, bro.
Nood, can you translate that for us?
Yes. So what he said is, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what he said.
He said all of that to say, I don't know.
I was saying it's very polarized right now.
For
is what it
sure,
looks
for sure.
like. But the thing is not just this or that. This conversation. Like, it needs to literally be some kind of...
I think on this whole thing, because even before we're talking about like sharing opinions, and it's like, what do you want to share, what do you not want to share? Like, for me with this whole topic, it's always been like, I get the extreme circumstances, and I can see why it's necessary to some extent. I get that sometimes things are like medical extremes and all that kind of stuff. But then it's like, I feel like it's probably the unpopular thing to say, at least, or at least in my algorithm, it's the unpopular thing to say. But it's like, for me at least, I'm uncomfortable with the idea of people just like getting rid of a child because they just don't want to have it. Right? Like that just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, as in like, oh, well, I went out that night, I did what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to end up in this situation. It's like, that just makes me uncomfortable that could be an option. But like, then again, I just don't know enough in general as well. And that's just how I feel. But I don't know. But it's like, now it's like you say that, someone says you're, I don't know what the term is for this one, whatever it might be. But then I'm also not the other extreme where it's like, you know, it should never happen under any circumstances.
Them
like,
don't mad because now with I'm going to use a big word. Just a warning. Ectopic pregnancies.
Bro, just says anything to say anything, bro.
Like, you have them crazy people as like, even in them situations, because that's when it
What's
like
ectopic?
the fetus, not fetus rather. Yeah, we'll say
Gross
embryo
outside of
or whatever.
the-
It's implanted somewhere other than the uterus, essentially, right? So it can sometimes happen in the fallopian tubes or.
It's
Is
not
that
funny.
the gut?
But that situation, I understand that.
That's
though.
literally a medical
Like a
situation,
medical-
bro.
so that
Like,
makes
it
sense,
can't
though,
survive.
because
It's not even
survive out
viable.
there.
It's not
Yeah,
even
like,
viable
you
at
won't
that
be
point
able
in
to.
time, and it can cause problems. Literally,
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah,
sometimes,
100%,
bro, you know,
damn.
so-
I think it's because we're also people seeing it from their own circumstances in terms of like, if you're someone who's comfortable and let's just say tomorrow you do go out and then you have a child, for you it's like, it's okay if I do because I can actually support this child.
100%.
But for someone else who's in a situation where it's like, I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck, and then you can say, oh, then don't go out and, you know, like have sex if you're living paycheck to paycheck because you know the consequences and stuff. But there's just so many layers to it. And also now, if you're making it, you know, putting all these restrictions and stuff and not allowing people are still going to do it
100%,
regardless.
100%.
But it's just going to be unsafe.
Yeah,
so like
for
you're going to
sure.
have a lot of people like having all these, you know, issues. People are going to be dying from it as well because they're going to like a doctor who's operating from like an apartment just to, you know, do an abortion. And it's
coat
just,
hanger joints, bro. Mad.
yeah, like stuff like that. And it's just wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if like.
Oh, you didn't.
Yo, hey, me too. I was like, are we
I
allowed
didn't know it was
to?
real. I thought it was just a
Yeah.
myth.
Apparently, it's a real thing,
I
bro.
think it is.
I don't know.
It
Personally,
is.
regarding like, or like for example, abortions and stuff, I never like have an opinion on it. I've never had an opinion on it, to be honest. I don't know, man. Personally, I just think it's like, bro, I'm a guy. I can't relate to women. You know what I mean? Like, and I know it sounds a bit corny.
no,
It's
I
like
feel you.
No,
it does
it's
like
fair.
we're talking about what we were saying before. This is not something that like impacts me. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I should have an opinion on something that impacts a woman's body. You know? So like, obviously, I have my religious beliefs in the end of the day, but like.
Acting upon opinion
Yeah.
and things like that, it's not really for you, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
I
what
get-
I've
I
been
get
what's
sitting
that.
my
I get
what's my opinion gonna do? You know, like for example,
Which
that's
is
a tough.
yeah.
thing,
But your
right?
opinion might support, you know, your sister,
your
your
opinion could be
cousin,
supportive.
your female friends.
Jeez, I don't like them.
No, but it's like I don't know. It hasn't. I haven't experienced that yet. So like,
Yeah.
it's not like right now. All I'm gonna
Like
be doing is
voicing the opinion right now for no reason is almost pointless. You'd say.
yeah. It's like I'm just gonna be
I get
putting
it.
like hypothetical situations in my head that might never exist.
True.
You know, like until the circumstance comes, maybe I'll have an opinion on it. But like, it hasn't really impacted me yet.
Yeah.
And you know, it's end of the day, it's something that impacts a woman's body. So I feel like I shouldn't have an opinion on it.
That's
Nah, that's a tough one. I get where you're coming
Yeah.
from, but then it's like, let's say you voice your opinion around your friends or your family or whatever it is, yeah. God forbid this happens, but let's say it happens to like one of your cousins or female friends. They know that they can come to you and have that conversation with you because they know where you stand with it, if you get what I'm saying.
But maybe, I don't know, I think in that circumstance, I think she'd be comfortable. She'd be like, hey, this is my situation. And then she'd be like, can you give me an opinion? And then I'll be like, okay, in your situation, you know what I mean? Like, because it's going to be multiple situations that happens. Yeah. So I might have a different, like, opinion on, and it wouldn't even, like, I'll tell her, like, my opinion is not valid. Don't take my, like, it's just, it's like what I'm saying. Yeah. Take it or leave it. Like, it's not, don't, like, say, oh, he said this, so I'm going to do this. It's going to be simply like, hey, like, in this circumstance, I don't know, maybe this is something you should consider, or maybe not. And that's it.
I think I was gonna say, like, you know what's hard for me is that, like, I get it, like, people go through certain circumstances, but I'm just gonna be raw. Like, who's to say what type of life that person could live? And I think, like, I don't know. I feel like me personally, I'd be having my opinion on it, saying like, oh, you can't or you can. I don't know. Like, for me personally, I just don't want to play God. That's me, like, and that's my personal opinion on it. Like, because I don't know, it's a hard situation because people have some crazy circumstances, but, like, how do I say it? At the end of the day, how, like, I view life, like, we're our own individual. Like, we're not tied to our parents or tied to our birthing circumstance. Like, our life's our life, and it's what you make of it. So, I don't know. It's just like, it's hard to say. Like, if I'm like pro one, it's like I'm taking away someone's potential of life and what they can, because life is beautiful. Like, life's a beautiful thing. Like, you look around, like, life's beautiful. Have good connections. I see people that go through some messed up scenarios going up, but, like, it doesn't define who they are. And so I don't know, it's just hard. Like, but also, like, same thing, like, as a man, I don't know, I feel like I don't ever say, like, women, they go through it, you know. So it's like we need to show more love for women, but I don't know, that's facts, in what way for me to go about it.
Hey. See, that's why we don't need a female. Because we are considering women when we speak.
but even in those situations, it's like that brings shame on the family as well. Right? So it kind of leaves, you know, this pressure on this young woman to be like, okay, this is the option I'm going to go, because I already know what my parents are going to say. I already know the type of shame that's going to bring upon the family. Right? So I think, in a way, again, it depends on the community though, but I think if the community is able to normalize this, like having kids at a young age, then it might be different.
I was gonna say, what just happened?
No, young age. Sorry, let's say, what's that right? Not marriage.
Headphones on, checking the audio levels. I heard we should normalize kids.
No, I didn't say we should. I'm saying if we live in a world where, like, having kids out of marriages seem as normal, maybe in this world it is, but I know in my community it's not. Right? And I'm saying, let's say if they normalize that's when it's a bit different. Do you get what I mean?
Nah, bro.
How not?
No, I'm trying. Wait, what did you say?
No, I'm saying
he's saying, like, for women it might be more comfortable to not have to make drastic decisions if it's like the communities that they grew up in.
The expectation was
didn't attach shame to those things.
And I think if you remove that shame and all that expectation, then it might be a bit different for them. We don't know that. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what I think we got to do, especially for, like, us first generations, to normalize that. It's probably normalizing that, it's probably normalizing that everyone's an individual and not holding these general standards. That's what's gonna happen first before getting to even that point. We're not even at that point. That's like another level. We gotta generalize, like, hey, my son or my daughter can be like someone, like, have their own opinions, have their own, like, goals, have their own ambitions. We have, like, this, oh, I want my kids, like, I think every parent does this, but, like, when their kids are like, oh, I want my kid to be this, and then they, like, for some reason that's just in the back of their head. Like, I saw my kid being an accountant when they were born.
So they're gonna do that.
You know what I mean? Like, some parents are like that, you know. And I think we need to normalize first that people can be individuals, and then we can get to, like, stuff like that.
I will say though, because you guys, you brought up, like, two important things there. The one thing that I thought firstly was a lot of people making decisions, right, is people that have opinions but then act on their opinions, right? And I will say, for the most part, a lot of those people that are old white men that are Christians as well, for the most part, probably. You know what I mean? So it's like they're acting upon the opinions which they hold, and it's like sometimes your opinion, or, like, let's say your standard or your value, should really just shape how you live your life ultimately. And this let your people be individuals thing is, I think, important as well, because we're not meant to be judged. We're not meant to play judge in any kind of way. I get how it's different when you're in politics, because you're meant to create rules or whatever, this, that, and structures and frameworks. But bottom line, it's like, you actually have to make everything be safe, but let people do what they have to do. And you have to live with your decisions ultimately at the end of the day. That's kind of, I think, the best way to go about life. Or even if you're talking about as a parent too, You set the values that you believe are right, set the structure, make things safe, let people make their decisions. So when they do, there's a safety net that'll catch them, but they have to live with their consequences or learn from their consequences rather. But I think the thing is, like, instead of people or us shaping our lives around our own opinions, or trying to shape other people's lives around our own opinions as well, instead of letting them come to that decision themselves or something like that, you know?
Like with that, but the person that is voted in, they are meant to be a reflection of what the people like.
Exactly.
They say these are my policies,
100%.
these are my views.
Someone votes
And
them
people,
in, bro.
hey, if someone says, "Hey, I'm a racist," I don't like any other race.
get voted
You know what I mean? And everyone, the people vote him in.
He's gonna be a racist, bro.
Yeah, like
Sure.
you can't expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an important point,
And
bro.
that's why people like recently, like we've
surprised,
been
bro.
seeing this in the last 10 years, that there's been this heavy push for people to register and young people to register to vote. Why do you think there's been this push? Because people are realizing like, damn, these guys have been in for like the last 30, 40 years with the same
Career
views.
politicians.
And you had the same
Yeah.
people voting. All
Yeah.
the people voting.
Same guy.
Yeah.
You got
These old
Daryl. You got
people ain't
Daryl from
dying,
Northern
bro.
Territory voting in the wrong, following Hanson to come down.
There was an interesting conversation that I saw around this whole thing as well. Someone was saying like we really need to consider. I think it was Lil Nas X that was saying like we really need to consider the like if you should be able to be a politician after a certain age.
I agree with that.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
because he's like saying like
what's his age, man?
because he's saying like
50.
if you're at the
50?
age where you can make decisions for everyone, but you also could have dementia, like you shouldn't be
You shouldn't
allowed
be
to be a
there.
politician.
65
For
is my
sure.
limit.
Low key, I'm not against it because you won't live to see a lot of the effects of your decisions. At
I
that
mean,
point.
aside from that, you're probably because you get stuck in your ways as humans. It's just natural, bro.
100%.
Our brain does what's
Like,
coming.
that's just how you feel now.
Yeah,
And now you're just making laws because you're spiteful,
and you're making laws off of the time that you grew
Yeah.
up in,
or that
which
you
is
want to
very
bring
different.
back
Oh,
because
yeah.
that was the best times for you.
But then again, on some things though, the best times were the ones before in some situations and some.
Give us an example.
I can't think of one right now, and I probably don't. I just don't need to share that opinion.
Exactly.
I don't
That
need
is
to share
fair.
that opinion.
I respect it.
But there's some things where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, come on, man. Like, maybe
Yeah, but then there's things now that's happening. You're like, oh, okay, we did change.
change
for the
needs to
good,
be happening.
you
Yeah,
know, like-
for sure, 100%.
The thing is, we have to like we don't live in a perfect world, so like.
Bro, it's shambles, bro.
And
It's
I
shambolic.
think that's the problem with the world. We're trying to make it perfect.
Yeah.
What? So you're saying we just let it be?
Let what be?
Like,
I mean, that's the
let
point.
It, let
I'm
it go
just
down,
saying,
bro.
bro.
Let's just let it get destroyed, bro. Everyone mash up this thing, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, we're gonna go through phases. Opinions are gonna change, so let's just move on. Like, you know, like share your opinions, voice your opinions. If you don't like someone's opinion, say you don't like it. But like,
You don't have to be friends with everyone.
yeah, like I always say, even like I always tell the boys, we're the main characters of our own lives.
Facts, bro.
Facts.
Everyone's living their own life. Do your own thing. Be happy. You know, like end of the day, like I'm watching you from my perspective, but you're watching me. You're watching me from your perspective.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know, like
Yeah.
everyone's got their own opinions. And
Yeah.
like if someone thinks of something, it's because of something that happened 5-6 years ago that happened in their life that changed their opinion. You know, every baby's the same. They crawl, they nag, they cry, they want to be fed. But then they get older, they have different experiences.
Something happens along that way.
You know what I mean? That changes them.
That's facts.
That is
It's
true.
sad because everyone's just trying to force everyone to look at life this exact way and believe in the same thing. It's like that's not how it is, bro.
Well, on the topic of people looking at life differently, I think Nick Cannon is introducing, I think, his 9th child.
I love
Damn.
this. I love this.
Yeah,
so
I
much.
think he's got a 9th child on the way.
I thought it said it was gonna stop.
What's wrong?
How many baby mamas?
Yeah, I need to confirm. I think is it 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's like
4?
4, I think.
I think his 4th baby mama or something like that. But I don't know what his idea is in terms of that. I think he's really just like, I'm trying to build a whole village, a whole little community here, there. So he doesn't really care. Like, he's not bothered by the fact that he's got so many baby mamas and so many kids. But like, I was just thinking, you know, in terms of like, when you have that many kids with that many, you know, different like people, how much effort or how much love can you actually give?
To,
You
like,
know,
all
to
of them.
each, yeah. Can
It's
you
also
actually
like
be a
because they
good
live in
father?
different cities around America.
Yeah, and the fact that he's also like Nick Cannon, so he's pretty out there in terms of like his work. You know, he's got a lot of things going, so he can't even dedicate his time properly to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not with it.
I'm not a fan. You
I've
don't
never
see
seen
kids.
a father that has more kids than days of the week and like be fully
Oh my,
present.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a limit.
Huh?
Like 7 is your limit. Then you can spend 1 day with each kid.
Yeah.
Like you know what I
Like a
mean?
full
Like
day
after
or-
certain, what's he on? You say he's on 9, yeah? 9's coming up.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of kids. You can be present, but also it's kind of sad / positive in that in his case specifically, there's money there to take care of the kids, right?
Yeah.
But it's sad because money's gonna raise his kids,
Exactly.
you know, and
Exactly.
money through nannies or all that kind of stuff. Through, sure, there's the baby mamas and all that, but it's like, man, it all depends on how you view the world. For me,
Yeah.
it's like,
Is this the excuse we're gonna start? Like, is this the
I
thing
know
we-
you. How you
Ah,
view
it's
the
how you
world.
view the world.
yeah, 100%. That's my preference for everything. But it's like, damn. All right, how am I gonna say this? Like, what kind of quality mother am I expecting for my kids? Because for me, that's a big deal. Who I'm having a kid with, you know. So it's like, what kind of quality parenting can I expect from someone that was willing to get pregnant off me just because I'm famous? Not saying that's the case for all of them. I'm saying out of 7, surely that's the case for one of them.
He had a kid
Yeah.
with Mariah Carey, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
He
that's
did.
different.
They were married.
That's different.
They
That
were
was
married.
dope. They were married.
Yeah.
They had twins with one of the greatest singers of all time. Killed it. That was his first kids as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
you-
were-
Wow, you really
For me,
admire that, huh? The way you're talking about it, I was admiring it. Yeah, bad, yeah.
See, that's a good decision.
I mess with him, man.
Yeah.
I've always had this fantasy. I'm like having the baby mamas and like
Mamas.
yeah, like having like, you know, like how they do it in America.
You know
like,
why it's nice,
looks-
like, in your mind, the fantasy of it is because it's like, you have kids and you have these women that you have love for, but you don't actually have to love anyone.
Yeah.
You know? Like, other than your kids. But that's easier. It's easy to love your kids. But it's like, you don't actually have to be committed to anyone specifically. That's why it's like a nice fantasy. But in reality, I don't know. I feel like it's messy if you're not a millionaire.
He's messy.
If you're not a millionaire, 9 to 5, good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, imagine trying to chase payments for 9 kids.
Yeah. Like,
Send link will be on your back.
Honestly.
like 9 to 5 could be enough to live a comfortable life for you and your family. But now when you have, like you're saying, 9
Yeah.
different cities and what, child support as well?
how many kids?
Yeah.
How many kids would you want to have, Carlos?
4?
4 kids?
Maybe 5 actually. I want a nice big family, bro.
Yeah.
Family
Yeah,
car.
I'm on that
you
too,
know what I
bro.
mean?
Like, I don't know, man. I feel like nowadays, even, like I talk to people that are like, yeah, 1 or 2, 3 kids.
Oh,
That's
none,
messed.
bro. I'm hearing none more.
None
more commonly
Yeah.
than ever. Nah,
Yeah,
nowadays
none,
I'm hearing
man. Yeah, I
none
hear a lot,
way
I hear
more
a
often
lot.
now.
Bro,
yeah.
what are scared of, bro?
Right.
Raising kids is
I love
easy,
the
though.
idea. I love
yeah.
the idea of
Kids
having
or-
a lot
6.
of kids.
I want 6.
Like
Yeah.
our grandma had 12 kids.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She's got she's got
That's dope.
40. She's got 40, like 45 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Bro,
Imagine
Wait,
that.
you
See,
We're first
yeah, they're
cousins.
cousins.
Our parents are siblings.
He shook.
So, but like the idea of that, like, you know, like she's got, imagine that she got 6 grandkids. I
Big
love
family.
her.
That,
You know.
bro, that's the thing. It's
And
like
it's
that's a
amazing.
full life
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she like even now, like she's obviously she's older now. She can't really walk and stuff. But like it's her
Support.
grandkids that come, you know, like we like put her to bed. You know, like my siblings do
Yeah.
it now because I moved down and stuff.
My dad
But,
come
like,
down from
his
Adelaide.
dad comes from Adelaide.
Comes from Canada.
They come from overseas. They come just to spend time with her, talk to her.
Yeah.
Like I feel like what's this idea of like I want to have 1 or 2 kids? Like they're not gonna do that for you.
100%. 100%. I think the
But maybe someone doesn't want
Hey,
that.
bro,
as
but
well,
the
bro.
thing that I was thinking, right? It's like end of the day, everyone do whatever you want. But it's a little bit selfish to go. Like the reason I'm alive is because there's no one in my entire lineage since Earth started that went, I'm not gonna have kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a little bit selfish to be like, I might end this whole thing right here. that's
Or is it selfish to say, you know what? World's crazy. Let me bring some more
bro,
humans.
I'm suiciding my generation.
No, bro.
That's actually what it
It's not
is.
suicide if they haven't came yet, bro.
I don't know. But yeah.
I think it's beautiful, man. To have, like,
definitely
Have a lot of
and
kids,
stuff.
have a big
Like,
family.
I
Yeah?
even know, like, I know my lineage, like 6, 7 generations
Yeah.
by
That's
name.
dope.
Imagine that, and then I'm gonna tell my kids. I was talking about this. We were talking about this in the morning. I'm gonna tell my kids about the lineage, and then they're gonna tell their kids.
Yeah.
So by the time like 4 generations, that they're gonna like 15, 20. You know what I mean? Imagine that, and your name's gonna be remembered
Yeah.
100, 200
What we
years
were talking
after.
about literally just on the drive before about the mixed.
Oh yeah, there are 2 cultures.
Or like, we didn't even deep it. Like, yo, we're literally gonna like I'm full Nigerian, she's full Sudanese. Yeah, and our kids are gonna be mixed. Like in terms of like they have a Sudanese culture and they have Nigerian culture. Oh, I'm
That's where
like,
it starts,
I didn't even
yeah.
think about the slightly selfish nature of like that's a workout for them, bro.
They're gonna be late to scam everyone.
Latest. It's rude, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I'm saying like that's a workout for them, bro. Like they have to deal with this culture, they got to deal with that culture, and we don't even know what mix they're gonna now have. in the
And what language are they gonna speak?
All of that,
Yeah,
like they have to learn how
English, cuz.
to.
What do you mean?
No.
Yeah, bro.
You know, no, because
Both, yeah.
because they'll have
Hey,
grandparents that like my
yeah.
parents speak Yoruba, but the English as well. Your parents speak Arabic
Yeah.
and other languages
Other
too. So it's like they have to
yeah.
learn all of that
I'll
aspect.
speak
of things.
broken both.
This food, this particular traditional thing that we do, it's like that's a workout,
Yeah.
bro. And it's like from two full cultures at the same time. mad.
Your kids are gonna be choosing between full or full.
Bruh.
Yeah.
We know which one they're getting, bro.
Literally, both.
Definitely the full.
Both.
What?
The full.
No?
Don't be
He
dumb.
hates food so
Come
much.
Yeah,
he
nah,
actually hates it.
Daniel's the only person in the world that holds his opinion.
Bro,
Yeah,
full
he
is a poor
hates it.
man's food, bro.
Yes,
Yeah, all
you're
the best
tripping.
food in the world is
It's a
poor man's
family's
food.
food, bro. It's a family's food.
Full is a banger.
Cause I'm telling you, full was created. I've said this many times. A broke man looked at his fridge. He saw beans, feta cheese, egg, tomato, whatever the heck else you're putting that. He said, "Yeah, bet."
Yeah,
Hey, hey,
it's elite.
It actually slaps.
Hey, feta cheese low key a flex.
It's white.
Tell you, I reckon food. I'm saying I'm team food.
But
Nah, dude.
but I have had a good full once.
At
I
the
think you tricked me, bro. You drugged me.
Well, how?
was this at the event?
Nah, I was at his house
at
one
my
day.
house, at my house.
I didn't even deep it that it was full. I was eating. I said,
But have this. The guy said, "Wait, what?" Enjoy the plate, bro.
Do you eat it with the
I had
do you
two
eat it with
rounds, bro.
Lebanese bread or actual like bread roll?
Nah, Lebanese bread,
Yeah, it was
bro.
the Lebanese.
That's-
Come on.
yeah, cause
That hits.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
Hey,
'cause
have you
grab
had
it real
have
good.
you had it with tuna? Food with tuna?
Nah, you're crazy.
Sorry.
Your mum- hey, your mum
Come
makes
on,
it.
yeah. Come on.
She makes it. She makes the best.
Definitely don't do that.
there's nothing else to eat.
And you know what's the combo for me? This is a knockout blow for me. Having shahi after it, tea,
Yeah.
I go to sleep. I've never had it in my life.
I'm not going to sleep.
No, normal tea. You know, have like
Yeah.
I was talking about hambasha. It's like a you know hambasha, yeah. But
I've seen it like the restaurants.
yeah, but I'll have like tea after food. It's mandatory that I have a 30-minute nap. It's mandatory.
Wait, so you have your food
Knocks
and then
you
you have
out,
your
huh?
tea and then that's it.
I have a
Knocks
nap.
out.
Man cancels
Wow.
plans for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'm just having a nap.
Damn.
It's
It'll be like half an hour to an hour.
I just need to close my eyes for a bit.
I say recuperate.
Bro,
Let the digestive system kick in.
No, my mum knows, my aunties know. They'll make food. The shah is ready. Since I was like 15,
And
they're already
the
making the
shot
shah.
sitting over there,
Yeah,
bro.
they're like, Hatanum? Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, let me show you. I guess.
That's hilarious, bro.
That's so good.
So is that a must for the person that you like find that they have to know how to cook, like all that stuff?
Since you love it like that,
How'd you
Mr.
flip
Culture.
it like that? Like, how'd the feminism?
Actually, yeah. All right. Do you think you could, like, when you were, cause obviously I was overseas, I was with my cousins and everything.
What?
Yeah, my cousins, and they were trying to say like, I have to date an Iraqi girl. They're like, life's not gonna be the same if you don't. But for me, I'm like, I don't care. Well, for you guys, is it like you need someone from your background?
That'd be pretty hard for me.
Man's Mr. Worldwide, bro.
Worldwide.
But nah, for me, I had no preference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever I vibe with, that's how it goes.
Weibo's Eritrean.
He is.
He's doing a podcast with Eritrean. He's dating an Eritrean and he lives with Eritreans.
Honorary member at this point.
Yeah. But for me, my partner, the only thing for me is just, as I said, I've said it multiple times, just the faith.
Same
Yeah.
faith.
Yeah.
That
Don't
makes
same
sense.
faith. And my family, like, thankfully, we're not like too judgmental. You know, like
Yeah.
we're not like, oh my god, they have to be this. As long as for me it's the faith, then
Yeah.
they're happy with that, and they're good people. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's the most important thing.
100%.
They're good people.
Yeah.
But the culture thing too is like, damn man, it's like. I'm probably gonna teach myself how to make food, but you know, you want to be like, hey,
Just in case.
You want to come home and it's there, you know?
look, I want to come over and it's there, but just in case.
Wait, like you imagine you make it yourself and then she doesn't make the tea as well?
Oh, not even she can't even adjust the TV.
Oh, no way.
What are you gonna do if you
Damn.
can't do the tea? That's it.
Nah, it's quite,
That's it. You're done.
It's
You're done.
it's straight intervention.
Ooh.
Man said counseling. Bro.
Couples
You're
therapy.
gonna, you're gonna learn how to do it right now.
Oh my God.
What about just cooking in general?
I don't know. I picked it up recently.
Yeah, you have to, bro. Y'all live alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been killing it, true.
Yeah.
This guy always hates me. I'm always flexing it.
Not very confident that year.
But that drink combo that you made when we came, that drink was
Nah,
nice.
he showed it to us.
Oh, you're the man.
No, you didn't. He showed us one of the drinks, the Waterford, and then the multivitamin. He done it.
That's
Bro, I don't know how a multivitamin drink and some kind of mineral water.
that was nice. It's also a very hot day. I think
maybe it's just a hot day.
anything I would have drank.
Anything cold would have hit, bro.
Nah, it's a proper drink, yeah. But yeah, man, it's probably a skill I'm gonna obviously learn over time. Yeah, I think everyone needs to.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
I got a question for everybody in the building right now. I was just thinking about this randomly, but it'll be interesting to hear from all of you, yeah?
Yes.
What has to happen for you to say that you're living the dream? So what kind of lifestyle situation does that look like for you to say that you're personally living the dream? Your dream, the dream, whatever that might look like. It's a tough question, obviously. It's a big question to ask. But off the top of the head, what do you think personally has to happen for you to say that you're living the dream? You know?
My very simple, I'll tell y'all.
Here we go.
Like our own studio space.
Okay.
Like just our own space. There's a studio there for podcasts. There's just open space for young people. We just vibe, we chat. If we have that, or if I see
And
that,
that's sustainable in terms of everything else
yeah,
in your
but
life?
yeah, obviously, if I have that, that means that everything else is looking good.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it means that the job and the money, the business is good.
But that's not okay. So you're also still doing something else and doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I have that, I automatically know I'm living the dream.
Okay.
Living the life. I think for me, it's a big question, man. I think I need to, be in a healthy marriage.
That's nice.
Beautiful kids, 6 kids, be in a happy place, financially stable to support, and also be able to actually spend time with my kids. And then, just have a real nice household, be real connected with my family still.
Bro, that's a very cute one, man.
Yeah,
that's a nice
that's
one, man.
nice.
Yeah,
Love
this
that.
guy all.
That's me.
Hey, this one's community. It's good. It's good.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one. But I think for me, I'd be like, I'm living
He's not
life.
selfish.
I think, for me, living life is very family based.
That's nice.
Same. Yeah.
Who else? What are we saying?
That's a hard question, man.
It's a tough question.
I don't know, because I don't look too far ahead. I have my goals that I look at the moment, but I feel like the dream is when you're done, and I don't think I can ever just stop, because me, if I'm not doing something, I get low-key depressed. I'd rather be busy doing something than stop. So
that's how your whole brand came about as well, pretty much, man. Just doing something.
So
We bored.
we bored, depressed. Remember when I butchered it, man? Weird, bro.
weird, bro. Straight after you came to our house. No, but I don't know. The word dream to me seems okay, you're done. Everything's completed. Whereas I feel I'm always going to be working on something. I enjoy pursuing other things. So it's hard to say at a time where I'll be okay, I'm happy with this. I don't want to do anything else.
What if we now flip that and say what has to happen, or what would a point in time in life look like that you're happy with that and satisfied with that looking like? Not in terms of this is the end kind of thing, but at any point in time along your journey.
Right now, I'm satisfied with my life.
Explain what is it that's
the way that
that?
I'm doing stuff. I got my brand. I'm enjoying doing that. It's a grind. I'm doing it. I'm in a healthy relationship. That's all working good. I have a good job. I have income. Moved out. Become independent. Having constant growth is for me. That's where I'm satisfied at the spot that I'm at. And I expect that to continue. So I'm kind of. I guess you could say I'm living my dream right now. I'm not disappointed at where I'm at. So
no, that's nice.
Very nice.
It's come a long way.
We need to hear the backstory to that, bro. What's that? Who else? What we got, man? I'm trying to eat some dreams, man. Look at this. Oh man, what up, bro? What's going on?
I'm not saying it, don't.
You got a dream?
I think mine's very similar to Damien's actually, but I think if I had to sum it in one thing, I think if I ever get to the point, or when I get to the point that it's I never have to ask for time off from work or anything, I'm just, because for me working for myself is a big thing, so it's to get to the point where it's 1 p.m. on Wednesday I could stand up and be I'm done for the day, I'm gonna go do whatever I want, you know what I mean, or for the week or whatever, because then for me that means that I can spend as much time with my kids as I want. I can spend enough time with my wife. I can all this kind of stuff, and it's like I'm at the mercy of my own hands. You know what I mean? Like I do what I want.
I just thought something funny, bro.
Yeah.
April 2nd, the guy said, "I'm
That's
done
it for the year.
For the year.
We've had a good year.
Successful year.
Man only came back to work on March 1st.
That's been working for a month. Yeah, that's it, boys.
That's it. We're done.
Oh man, that time with the family is a big one because people be having their family, the dream amount of number, whatever, but they don't even have time to spend with them. Bro. Like what the heck? Like, that one's important, man. That's mad.
Because Loki, I feel like having your dream situation in terms of like I'm the same, 6 kids, happy wife, good home, all that kind of stuff. Like having that, but not having the freedom to enjoy it would make it depressing almost. Because you're kind of staring at it through a glass window, you know?
Sure.
You're like, it's
They get
there.
mad. They're mad at you because you're not spending time with them.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
You too, huh?
Yeah. What are you doing after this?
Funny ass guy, bro.
Oh my god.
I'll play, obviously.
You're not playing, bro.
Don't kill
Maybe
me.
next door neighbors. Hey, life's good. Life's good.
Good morning. What you say?
For me, probably living the dream would be like my thing is always I wanted to make an impact in like spaces that matter to me.
Selfish guy.
Yeah, I mean, how's that selfish?
Oh,
No, because if I'm making an impact in spaces that matter, like for me,
Helping lives.
one thing growing up, I've always wanted to like do something within like the health industry back home, but then also here as I've grown up, I'm like, yeah, the health industry here as well isn't as great as too. But living the dream, probably being able to like just give resources, you know, because money is just not a issue at all. Like, I mean, having a hospital wing named after me would be sensational, you know. But yeah, something like that, definitely, like having an impact within spaces that
If people need something, you're the
very,
resource.
yeah, like they know that I'm the go-to person, like I can help out because, you know, I can. So, yeah. What about you?
Okay.
Hey, you know what's realized? You know what's the Aussie dream?
Yeah, mate, just came over.
Friday night.
Go with him.
Kids are out. I don't know where they are. They're just somewhere. VV on the side. Recliner. And the footy. Yeah.
And then the missus got me a Palmer.
No, you know,
New South Wales a palmy.
hey, you know what tops it off, but footy, watching the footy, and your team winning by like 1 or
and
2
they win.
points. Not even- like it's a tight game, and they win by like 1 or 2 points. Like I've never seen like
They post all over Facebook
like
straight away.
best day of my life. the guy has 4 kids. Son's a doctor, the other kid's a lawyer, other kid's accountant. Nah, Geelong won by 2 points. I'm over the moon.
Hey, you got the date tatted on it. Everything. Is that your kid's birthday? No. That was around 11 of them.
we won the flag.
2018 season.
Oh man, bro, y'all ain't wrong,
true,
bro.
though. That's so
the
true.
dream. What's the dream for an Australian woman, a white Australian woman? What is the dream?
That's a good question.
I ain't never thought about that.
Nah, you see, that's the thing. You know what
Yeah.
the dream is? I think for the Australian woman is,
For the Sheilas.
Sheila's mark.
I'd say the dream is, she's the manager of a team.
So it's back to sport.
No, that works. She's the manager of a team.
Oh.
Man, talking trophies.
Like,
So she's the manager of the team. She comes home. Kids are older.
Yeah.
Women, like I think Aussie women, they love it when the kids are like, my kid's doing like this is all I hear. Like when I think my kid's doing this and this, my kid's doing that and that. So like that comes home.
Oh, and they're the president of their high school. Yeah,
book club.
they run the book club.
They're a leader of some social sport, I think.
Yeah.
And their kid's an athlete. One of their kids a star athlete.
Yeah. So she cuts up oranges on the weekend. Yeah.
And just a good glass of wine and
Oh, and an overweight husband with a
With a construction business.
with a construction business. Yeah.
He's got tats, but he's not proud of them anymore.
Let's do that. Yeah, I bet we just solved the Australian dream for men and women. Hey, what's yours, bro?
all right, for me, what would it be? I don't know. I think just like what you guys were talking about, family. But I think you know what it is. Like I think one thing I don't know what it is. Like from a young age, I've always like learned to like appreciate a moment. Like learn to appreciate moments. Like I could stop and be like, I'm enjoying this. Like last time I was like, you know, I was opening the fridge and I'm like, damn man, the fridge was full. We're living good. You know? Like,
Everyone come look.
And like even like for example, like even like when you guys were speaking about having kids, you know, like obviously you want to have that time to spend with kids. But people like I see this a lot. People spend time with their kids, present with their kids, but they're not really present. Like actually appreciating, valuing that time with your kids. I'd love to do that. Obviously, like spiritually as well, you know, like being in a right state spiritually. You know, that's one of the like life goals. And obviously, like, you know, work-wise, doing what I want to do. And of course, I want to like make an impact as well. Like, for example, I've always said my goals is to like have like multiple wells under my like family name, like
wells.
Yeah, like have wells in like Africa and stuff. Like, you know, the solar powered ones and stuff. Have those. So that's one of the goals. And yeah, like just make an impact in the world, but leave the world like and leave the world happy. Like that's the goal, you know. Like just looking back and saying, you know what, I gave it a go. Even if I didn't get any of my goals, I'm happy to say I tried. That's like at least I tried. You know, imagine just like that regret in your deathbed. You're like,
bro,
regret. That'd be the worst. That's the biggest fear.
Imagine that.
Living in
Like,
regret.
That is, I like that. You know, you ever have those moments where like you're experiencing something and then you just in the moment you think of the emotion that you're feeling. Like you're doing something, you're like, yeah, I'm actually having fun right now.
Bro, that was me on the jet skis, bro.
Yes.
Oh, jet skis are
Jet ski
dangerous.
brings something out of me, man.
But
I was on it and I'm having fun, and I was like, bro, I'm actually having fun.
Right.
And then I started screaming. Bro, I've got the footage of it. It's mad. It looks crazy.
Right, it's
but in the
surreal.
moment, I'm like, bro, I'm having fun.
I'm having fun.
Actually having fun.
Once you feel
Did you
yourself
get that-
stand up,
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you have that voice in your mind like, this is life. Like, I was in Canada,
Yeah.
Like our
Wait,
family
where at?
in Toronto.
Okay, yeah.
So like our family there, they're living good, man. And so we went to one of my cousins. He took me to his boy's cottage.
Yeah.
A cottage is like a 3-story house by a lake.
Man,
it's like here, it's like in Australia how they say like,
It's like
you
a
have
beach house.
Yeah.
It's their beach house, but like it was insane. Anyway, so we go there and I'm on a jet ski and like Sea-Doo or whatever it is. I was going 100 kilometers an hour on this lake. That moment, I was like, man, life. I'm overseas. I'm away from everyone. I'm on this lake. Life is good, man.
Bro, it's a different feeling.
You know that line in Future. What's the song? Life is good.
Life is good, man. You know what I mean?
It's good,
But I
man.
remember, I almost got crashed. Like I crashed a jet ski in Thailand. Some guy almost hit my jet ski.
Bruh.
That was insane. Because like when we're in Thailand, there's an island, and let's just say the island's like maybe 3 kilometers, but it looks like it's like 200 meters away. So, and they told us, they said clearly, they're like, all right, sign this and you can ride the jet ski. I'm like, yeah, I just gave him the money, but I didn't sign the papers. So they go, me and my boy, I'm like, he's like to us, whatever, the guy said, the instructor says, whatever you do, don't go to the island. Ride around here, don't go to the island. Because he knows how far it is. Me and my boy, look at it, jump on the jet ski, because I'll see you at the island. I told him straight, I'll see you at the island. Anyways, we ride there, we go there, we Snapchat a bit, we're having a laugh, this, that. On our way back to we're going back to our island where we were, riding a jet ski, and I'm looking far, I see someone flying at me, like a jet ski, it's flying, like max speed. And I'm riding, and I'm flying too. And my boy, he's a bit paranoid. So you know when you ride the jet skis and you're going against like the waves?
Yeah,
You're a bit like,
Yeah, bouncing.
it's
tough,
But
yeah.
me, I'm flying so far, it's just spinning. I'm skipping like 6-7 waves. And just
That one looks sick too. But you're literally just touching the water, right?
Yeah. And then I realized the guy's flying at me. I'm like maybe 100 meters away, and I'm like, okay, this guy's flying now. He gets to the point where he's right next to me. Last minute, he wanted to crash the jet ski onto me.
Mad.
I moved the jet ski last second, and then the guy, he chucks a crazy skid. Like, have you seen a drift on it? He does like a drift somehow on the jet ski, starts chasing me. And then I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So what I did was there's like a, you know, on the jet
kill
ski,
switch?
the kill switch.
Yeah.
So what I did was I slowed down, and I was going at a good pace, and then like I just turned the jet ski a bit, and I turned it off, and this guy flies past me, he goes, go back island, you pay big money now, and he just flies off on the jet ski. And I'm like, but this guy wanted to kill me. Anyways, we go back to the island, and then the guy goes, pay money, and it's like, let's just say maybe 600. You know how they try to rob you?
Yeah.
Like they try to finesse you for it, you know, like the
baht.
money. So he's like, pay. He said so much bar, probably equivalent of like $500-600 dollars.
That's too. That's
Yeah.
And I'm
that's
like,
money.
I looked at him. I'm like, okay, where's the agreement? I go, I didn't sign it,
facts.
and I just walked off. My boy comes back from Thailand.
I forgot about the boy.
He took so long to come back. I went, I ate, I chilled, and because I left him, I had to completely leave him because I knew these guys were going to come for.
Yeah, don't smoke,
They
bro.
want the smoke. They want the money off me. So I just sat on the spot where I could see them. They can't see me, and I was just watching it. And then like I see them like just telling my boy, give me money, blah blah blah. And then the other boys came, and then they ended up negotiating to like $50.
50 Australia.
That's a lot from
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I need him on my
Hey,
side,
they
bro.
good for 7 months after that.
That 50 Australian was good for them, bro.
Oh, they were eating good, man.
Oh, man.
But that was a crazy experience. I just remember
was
that.
that.
now.
They were looking at each other going, life is good.
That guy was appreciated.
We're living the dream with these, bro. Damn, I was supposed to say mine too, huh?
Yeah.
Thought I got out of it low key. What am I thinking of? This guy's kind of stealing my dream a little bit, but I want to create some kind of institution kind of thing. Yeah, I've said it so many times now, but I'm gonna have to actualize it. But yeah, people can come down, or students or other young people, and literally anything you're trying to achieve, we have a facility or like a capability for you to be able to do so. Man. Like almost borderline I can school with LeBron James. Like, bro,
I promise.
I promise. I would say I can.
I can.
Yeah,
I,
we worked with, bro.
yeah, I was like, what?
Giving them free promo, bro. I promise. Yeah, man. That'll be a vibe, bro.
Nah, shout out to
Just
you guys.
see-
I see you guys doing your community thing, man. You guys,
Oh,
you
yeah,
love
yeah,
your
yeah.
community stuff. I realize.
It's all right.
Shout out to you guys, man.
You guys all right?
Yeah, you guys should come down, bro.
Yeah, mate.
From the other side of town.
Can't do all the pit stops on the way here, man. Petrol prices are a bit too
Yeah,
high.
it's
right?
bad now, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Proper man right
That
now,
is
man.
true.
Before we do, because we're doing all right with time. Talking trophies. What does that mean? Because it's a very nice name.
Weaver is the
Me?
chairman.
Creative genius,
I, don't
huh?
know. I wasn't even a part of it when the name came out.
No, basically, this guy came to me with this vision of like
Vision. I told you,
podcast.
lead innovator. That's his
yeah,
title.
this
bro.
guy, right? He came into me with a vision, and I was very hesitant. I was like, I'm not sure about it. But anyway, I said I'll hop on, and so me,
Awesome.
Revo, Sean, we kicked off our first episode. That first episode was random.
Yeah.
So random. We used to like get scripts up on the wall.
Nah,
on the TV.
it was at 12 a.m., bro. That's
Yeah, we recorded so late.
We recorded at 12 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah, man. But like, I don't know. He was just like to me, I got this idea. Like, what we do is we start like just conversations, and we invite guests on that are killing it in Melbourne. Just people that are killing it in Melbourne, and we go and we just bring insight to it. Like where people can go, like maybe you're a photographer out there for like, for example, like Tommy filmed. So then we'll like, you can get insight on what it takes to be a photographer and like how do you get inspiration and just that type of platform. That was like the original vision, and then you can talk
Mate,
because you're the chairman.
I think he asked how do we get the name Talking Trophies?
Oh, the name.
Not
All
the
of that as
story.
well, though. That's nice.
That's important.
Guys, I literally just thought
Name
of it.
generator.
Rap name generator.
Rap name generator.
Rap name
That's-
generator.
Like,
Nah, I
actually-
literally just thought about this.
Okay, yeah.
It's actually nice. So what's next for Talking Trophies, though?
I don't know, whatever. Bro, we for like the last
2 years.
no.
You've been winging it.
We you know the whole season 3. We winged the whole season 3.
Yeah.
We literally
Every
figured an
week.
idea on like a Tuesday or a Thursday, and then we just go ahead and do it on the Saturday.
That's
Bro,
so crazy that you just come up with it and
Now
you
we-
still kill it.
we got we got to do what you guys do. I remember I hit you up. I'm like, hey, can we? I'm like a nice episode or something. I remember I messaged you for the episode, and they're like, when we can get you on? I'm like, oh, we're down for whenever. Yeah, we'll book you in on the 16th of June. It was the 2nd of May.
This guy said, book
We're sitting there like,
But
what?
I'm like, what? We don't even have anything booked this week. I'm like, we don't have an episode this week, guys. You guys are booking the 16th. I'm like, damn, bro. But, that's one thing we're definitely.
You know, that cool, like, yeah, I'll add that on my calendar too.
Hey, you know what kills me? Hey, even like last week, yeah, he goes, man, we need to get like a host on for like for the news. You were saying, and we messaged him on the week. Hey, you free on Saturday?
One got back to us, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll babysit my kid on Saturday." I'm like, "Yeah, enjoy, bye."
That's
Yeah,
it.
it is what it is. We just wing it.
Celebrate
man.
the kid,
but
man.
definitely something we need to
Yeah,
do.
we're booking
We're gonna-
events, man.
Yeah, but like
Schedule
that's
it
what we're
in.
gonna try to do. Like just plan, obviously, and keep doing what we're doing. Just stay true to us. That's the thing. That's the main thing. And have fun doing it. You know. And obviously, like getting more people involved. You know, and more interviews.
We don't really deep it. We don't really go like, we don't have like some crazy schedule that we're like we have to hit this mark by this time. Like I don't know, we just kind of we wing it because we just have fun with it. It's like this is our weekend, like our Saturday night. Like yeah, some people like to go out on a Saturday night. We just like to record together on a Saturday night.
Which is the funny part because we put this pressure and stress on ourselves. You know what I mean? Like it's not stress or pressure rather because it's fun, but it is still a responsibility.
No, there's a requirement.
There's something, people are expecting something, or even you just are having. Like you expect something of yourself as well now. No one told us that we have to do this. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about this recently because like talking to friends that don't have all these creative outlets and don't do much more outside of just their 9 to 5 is just to make money and then they hang out with people, right? And I was like, damn, like you're not busy this week. Like you don't have things on. Like you don't have to go record a podcast. You don't have to go do things.
They
live for the weekend. They just work and they live for the weekend.
Watch it like watching a Netflix series. Like I'm like I was talking to someone. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? You know, like just kicking it. They're like, yeah, just finished work. I'm gonna just binge watch this Netflix series. And I'm like, damn, you really do that, like week in, week out, and then go out on weekends. It's like, but the thing is, that's how everyone is. Some people like the thing is, some people are like so focused on their career. That's what they like.
Yeah, that's
this dream,
that's their dream, bro.
You know, like I want to be in that, you know, move up in the ladder. I want to be, you know, in that corporate environment.
Some aren't even trying to move up a ladder though. Some
just good.
Just like I'm good.
I made enough to buy 4 drinks on Friday. That's what they're saying.
That's the dream. Like they just have
that entry level. That like one more step, I'm good here. I don't want to go up. I'm happy right here.
Yeah, I used to work at a bottle shop. Yeah, the funniest thing, there was this guy that worked. He only worked 4 days a week. But he just loved life, just working 4 days a week. He had no goals, nothing. That's all he did. Played video games and drank on the weekends.
And that's that.
That's his life.
But I swear those people, they're happy.
Are they happy?
That's
what I want. Can we
see this guy? I'm like, bro, you're always happy, man.
They're happy. That's the thing.
That's what I was thinking the other day. I was like, are you more happy if you're just dumb? Or really, if you're just dumb and you don't have any goals or nothing, you're actually living your dream life and you're just chilling and you have no problem.
I don't think it's dumb.
Wait, who hurt you, bro? Are you okay? He's been quiet this whole time. These people are dumb, man.
I think it's a lack.
He said what he meant was
it's a lack of self-awareness. That's what it is.
Hey, excuse my boy.
Calling people dumb, man.
Low-key, I feel it because it's like if you know those people that, for example, just one topic, but like they don't care about politics at all. Like they don't know anything about politics at all. They're just not stressed now. They're like, oh, which country went to war with which country?
Oh, right.
That's a country. You know, like that's it. And I'm like, I'm sitting here because I care about things, because I know things. I'm concerned now about kids in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're
I don't know,
about
bro.
your friends,
Yeah.
Afghanistan got family over there. But for them, they're like, oh, I don't even know.
I remember there was one day we were talking, you and I, and we were talking about crackheads.
Yeah.
Or like they wake up and they have activities for the day.
Bro, best
like they go about their days.
Right.
No, they live.
Crackheads, bro. Their life's Hunger Games, cuz they're trying to get their hits.
They
grind for that.
But they're working.
Bucks, yeah. They're grinding.
You ever seen a crackhead without crack?
That's what, bro. Like they work.
Nah. Cause I've seen plenty of crackheads without crack, and it's not a good sign.
It's not a good
Yeah,
sign.
So we had one guy when I used to live where I used to live. Like if this guy was fiending,
Oh man.
so what he'd do is he used to have a dog. He'd just go downstairs and just scream.
The guy.
You know him. You see him. But like when he gets his hit, coolest guy to chill with.
Yeah.
But when he's fiending,
He's fiending.
screams. Literally just screams. Like it got to the point where people in the area don't call the cops anymore.
Yeah.
You know, boys be like, "Hey, cuz someone fix this guy up."
Hey, who's got some?
Fix this guy up, man. This guy's making the area red hot.
My kids can't sleep.
Man.
Right. Neighbors looking out, they're like, hey, it's your turn this week.
I haven't got a roster, bro. On the 16th.
Bro, people are budgeting for it.
Give him the ice right now.
That's crazy. But they work, bro. When I did that, I was like, Donnie's wake up and say, bet, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to be at this corner.
I'm going to get $50.
I'm going to pop from here to da-da-da, have to make my way to his house, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mad schedule, bro.
No, they go through the days, man. Like they're up early too. They're up early.
Before the crack of dawn.
And that was a good one.
I was even thinking that,
But like they're productive, you know.
Yeah,
Like
that's productive.
I'm not lying to you. They're more productive than
That's
like.
when they're high.
But once they get that hit, I don't think. But
They
until
calm.
then, They're the most productive
So
people.
wild.
They'll start their day.
Yeah.
They'll go get the freebies and all the, there's free food in the community.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They go smash down a proper munch.
Yeah.
Then after that, they go check their accounts. See if
Cause I'm not lucky, kind of inspired.
Hey, they go check their accounts, make sure it's still at 0.
Hey, no, that's the thing too.
Yeah, nah, some of
Nothing,
them.
nothing is better for a fiend than seeing random money in his account. Suddenly
That's
got a
true.
$73 drop for some reason. They must have mistakenly. That's why they always check their
Take
account
it
so they
out.
can cash out before
Yeah.
it gets taken out. Before suddenly say, "Oh, we made an error." So they'll do that. They'll go check their accounts. After that, they'll go buy some like groceries for the house. I see some
What house? What house?
Like a spoon.
Lighter.
Gatorade bottle.
The one with the pop top though, not the normal.
The garden.
Hey, we know.
They'll do that. What else will they do? Then after that, they'll like
Link up as well.
they'll go
Harass some innocent people on the train.
go to the other brassies.
To-do list, tick.
Go to the other brassies, see if they got any spare drives. Nah, not today, mate. I'm still looking. All right, go move on. And then finally they'll make some money. They'll even go scabbing for a bit just for fun. Sorry, so you got spare change? Yeah. Make a bit of money, go get their hit, and that's their day. Restart.
Life
guys-
is good.
That's wild.
Life is good.
Like
That
the
is wild.
work ethic, amazing. The application,
It's just
I'm
in the
so
wrong
sad.
place.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sad for them. But the work ethic, bro, I commend, bro.
You know whose work ethic are froth? Have you seen like Indians when they come here, when they first come here, how they work? Because I used to do security, I used to work with them. Bro, I wish I had that work ethic.
Yeah.
Like 16 hours grinding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
Serious
they
money,
actually
bro.
don't stop.
Sending money overseas.
That's the craziest part. That it's not even like money that they're trying to keep for life yet. Like they're still
Like their
supporting,
families,
bro.
yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
It's proper mad.
and they do uni as well.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
paying
no,
that
no.
up front, bro.
And
Right.
they're paying that up front too.
No, yeah.
They work hard.
I
they
need
work
that.
real
I
hard.
need that work ethic.
I need it.
I think we're just not us, but
You
we're
can
lazy
get it,
now,
yeah.
bro.
We're
You know,
content.
we're lazy.
Like, we get everything we got.
Bro, 5 hours we're crying, bro. Oh, I can't do more than 5 hours.
Yeah.
These guys be working like crazy. And they don't even pay them that well, too, low key.
That's the ones that are off the books. Get some cash.
Yeah, get some
$10.
cash. Yeah, it's like, 11 hours, $10 an hour kind of vibe, bro.
So we need to be like crackheads and Indians.
That no.
Crack
You
and
need-
minus crack.
Crackheads
Minus the
minus the
crack.
Nah,
crack.
nah, but
and
the crack
Indians.
is the motivation.
So what do we
Yeah,
do?
you need to
Find
find.
your
You need to find an
motivation.
So
equivalent
find your
motivation.
way.
Find your
Okay,
motivation.
you brought it back.
Yeah.
Funny question.
Find yours.
Like, let's just say you're old. You're like 70. Would you ever like want to try? Like,
Nah, I'm good, dog.
just have a hit. See, like what are these guys?
Bro, that might be the one that takes me out.
The one that gets you addicted.
Hey,
I'm too old
hey,
to try it then, bro.
but you'll be going out on a high.
Nah, but for me, the problem
that's how
isn't if
you're
it
gonna
takes
see
me
you go,
out. It can take me out. That's fine. Like actually kill me. That's all right.
But if you live,
But it's, if
to
I'm like now,
the
it just
effects.
kicks off my schizophrenia.
Who
or
was it
something.
that
Yeah.
said that they tried it once and they were addicted from that? Who was it, bro? Or someone had a laced something.
Oh,
rapper.
DMX.
DMX, yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, now addicted. Imagine
Yeah.
at 75, you finally discovered crack, and now you're addicted. Bro.
He had what? He had lace.
Was a
Yeah,
lace?
he was a kid, and like some elder in the neighborhood was like, oh, try this weed, and then turns out it was laced because I think they were trying to like,
Place with crack, yeah.
yeah, and then that was pretty much for the rest of his life. Like, because he was like talking about it when he was older, and he was like, why would you do that to a kid? Like,
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so thankful. Like I don't like smoke weed like that, bro. Like I don't touch that at all. It's like, cause like I hear like stories of like I know like boys that got like schizophrenia haven't gone back
yeah.
from it. It
I think
just
that that's
trips me
the one thing with weed. It's like people try and like for the most part, yeah, it is a natural drug, blah blah blah. But it's like it is still the biggest what's it called? Like kick on for people's schizophrenia.
Gateway.
Like no, for
that's
schizophrenia.
schizophrenia,
Yeah,
yeah.
to like start for people and like for them to switch.
A lot of
into
mental health stuff.
a
man.
lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Like, even now, like they're spraying it and stuff like
yeah.
that. They,
The
like,
what's it called?
Spraying.
they spray, so like they spray it with like I don't know what it is, man. It makes it heavy or something.
Fentanyl.
No. It's like they spray it like so like it's like I don't know what it is, but it
Like
makes
it's
it
just
heavier.
more
add
concentrated
stuff
or
to it,
something.
yeah.
And there's
that's
the
a-
synthetic weed as well now, and that's like
Synthetic, all of that. It's like damn, people really.
Scary out here.
yeah,
Mad scenes, bro.
yeah.
I would just stick to my, I don't know, juice boxes or whatever.
Juice
I'll
box.
be happy.
What about
Shy.
juice box? That's it.
Enjoy.
Have a good nap after that.
Oh
bro.
man, but hey man, let's not keep y'all in the East too long, bro.
Yeah.
Anything else, man? Anything y'all want to share, bro? I see y'all getting tired, bro. You need munch. You need that.
You
You
need
need the
food.
full. You need the
food.
full of the shine.
Very
Or that
hungry.
free joint. That was bro. I wish. We
Is there
went
munchies around here? Any good munchies?
No, like
sounds
5
good.
minutes.
It's good. If you like Afghan food, then it's
Halal?
good Afghan. Yeah.
Bro, down this area has so many Afghans, man.
Shout out Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
Taliban.
What?
Nah, I mean Afghanistan.
He said,
I heard that too.
he said shout out the Taliban, man.
Nah, because Future always says free band.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were talking
Man
about.
said, let me come to TDE and say that.
But I did hear about the Afghanistan when they first started. They were like, what's it called? They like obviously they were like paid by the US and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
100%.
but like they used to like they were called by the villages and stuff because like in Afghanistan like they play with like little boys and stuff. They used to like kill those guys or something like that. I heard that some Afghan guy was telling me.
Damn.
Who was what? Because
So the Taliban were like taking out those guys.
okay, yeah,
Because the warlords and stuff they used to do that.
someone was killing me. It was on the Flagrant podcast. I forgot what this guy's name was, but he's killing it now. Stand-up comedian. He's like, all these countries that are like very like
Stavio.
huh? Yeah. A lot of these countries that are like homophobic and that we out here playing with little boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they make them like
And they're also the countries that he said that are the most affectionate as guys with the whole on the kisses on the cheek, the hugs, like man, them are lying down on each other, like it's vibes. But as soon as the guy's gay, hey.
Nah, because you know why? Hey,
Yeah.
they're doing that, but they're saying no homo. And cuz when you say no homo, it's
It means no.
reverse it.
It's calm. Do whatever you want.
But
And on that note,
shout out Disruption for having us.
Hey, thank you for
the vibe,
joining
man.
us. Thank you for joining us for another podcast episode. Damn, I'm
148.
148. Man
Dust
had
off the
3
cobwebs,
weeks.
mate. Dust
What?
off the
Yeah,
cobwebs.
You're only gone for like 2-3 weeks, bro. Like damn,
I'm
bro, it's
tired.
not been that long.
Leave me alone.
That's
Nah, thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you check out Talking Trophies as well. It'll be
Yeah,
right
man.
there. And we will catch you guys next week for another episode.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thanks.